Welcome, Wanderers, to Records of the Realms. This is Darkness Arc, and this is our crew for the evening. As you can see, we switched out Grisella for Lark in this situation. We just slowly, just 5 players, we're just going to keep trading out one person at a time. But yes, we have our crew this evening to hop back into the story with our not dead body that's on the ground. That's going to be fun. We're going to do a quick intro for everybody, and while everyone's doing their intro, I'm going to run over and turn off my air conditioner, and then we are going to pop into a recap and then story proper. So before we get started, also, a quick thank you for everyone who's been with us, especially over the month of July. We appreciate all the donations. We got up to $700, which was so good, so fantastic, and also how we have a little collection of advantages for these guys, disadvantages for me, and player crits. Somewhere I need to put the list together, but for now it's just amorphous.
All of our nat 1s become nat 20s.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot about that.
Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, what?
Like I wasn't gonna remind you.
Because we got to $700. If anybody in Darkness, so everyone in July, I run a game, anyone who rolls a nat 1 automatically becomes a nat 20. I forgot about that.
Well.
I was not going to let you forget, Vincent.
It is your lucky day today, Dice.
Did you just pick up your jailed dice?
Maybe.
Get the cursed dice. Get the cursed dice out.
It's an interesting change. All right. Shit, I forgot about that. Anyways, still thank you guys anyways for the donations. We super appreciate it. But before we get started with our recap, there we go, the correct words. We'll go around and do a quick round of intros. Hi, I'm Vinny, or Vander from Vander.Vision. I do cosplay, photography, and videography, and I make TTRPG stuff here, mainly, but other places too sometimes. I'm gonna pop it over to you first, if you're okay.
Oh, you caught me off guard. All right, there it goes. Hey, everybody, I'm Tech, also known as Jonas for those who have come over from my channel. Caught me off guard. Tongue's not working. So,
made you first. Good lord.
Yeah, threw me off completely. But yeah, over at Tech Frost, we do everything from 3D art to just live streaming in general. I've started doing some voice acting training. So if you're a voice actor and you want to get some training in, we've had some big names, small names, new people all appear on the stream. So feel free to come on over.
Heck yeah. Up to Lark?
Hi, I'm Lark. I play Kaliat in this lovely game that we play together. And you can find me at Exalted Lark on TikTok and Twitter. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Back on the team.
Woo. All right, up to Jay.
Hey everyone, my name is Jay. I use they them pronouns, and I am excited to be back as Nymptheria, your friendly neighborhood verbal druid necromancer. I am a cosplayer, and I do a bunch of random shit, and you can find me on Instagram at JTheGayCosplays, and I am just happy to be back. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday filled with crits. Jocelyn or Joe today? How are we feeling?
Jocelyn today. I think it's too confusing to ever be Joe when we have Joe. So whenever I'm in Darkness Arts, it can't happen.
That's fine.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn. I use they, she pronouns. I will be playing your currently hyperventilating Star Elf Ranger Phelan today. I can be found on TikTok and Twitch at the Tipsy Tiger. You can also find me at Instagram and Threads. Just put periods in between all of the words in my username. Super stoked to be back here. Thank you for the shenanigans, and thank you for the Raid Tales archived. Oh my god.
Oh, hi guys. Welcome. We're getting into our intros and then getting right into the game in just a moment. So, toss it up to Joe. Go ahead.
What's up, geeks? My name's Joe. You can find me everywhere at New Age Geeks or New Age Cosplay, where I do a bunch of stuff. I play games. We do interviews. I'm tired. I had a long day today, folks, but we're coming in hot.
Listen, you started the problems. You have to fix them.
We're going to rally here. That's all I got. I play Mal, the Fire Ganassi Grave Cleric, who now is the problem and the whole problem.
Who's the problem? It's him.
Yep. I've made a decision, and I'm going to be the whole problem today.
I'm very excited to see what is about to happen. Thank you for the happy game night. Hopefully yours also went swimmingly. All right. Jocelyn, was it you who said you were good to do a recap?
Yeah, I can do a recap. Sure
right.
thing. So we all finally went to the dinner that we've been building up to. We proceeded to split up, kind of check out the party. Kellyot disappeared into the haze. We'll find out what happened to him later, because our dear Lark, unfortunately, was not there last session. Balmore and Ruff went to go play with lights with Thom, who seemed very happy to see them, and seems like she hasn't gotten to have a lot of good friend interaction since the tragic events of 2 months ago. In the meantime, Phelan was speaking with Nim about continuing to want to do socializing as per Aranea's guidance. Ended up running into Haver, who is a drow arms dealer who Phelan does not like very much, but the two of them actually had a decent conversation, and Haver gave them an arrowhead that can, cast the grease spell, which is super cool. In the meantime, Malkith and Aranea were talking, and they ended up finding Alex, the now ruler of this fine city, who is very much not enjoying herself, buried under piles of paperwork. Aranea convinced her to join after Nim gave her a flask of some stuff that Kellyat had given her, which automatically made the ruler very, very drunk and willing to go on the dance floor. Nim and Aranea went on the dance floors. Not Aranea, excuse me. Nim went on the dance floor as well, and Phelan and Balmore ended up having a very nice heart-to-heart, now finally being kind of free of the former assumptions that had been made. And Malkith made an unfortunate discovery, learning that the clerics to... I'm so sorry, Vinny. Please remind me of the name of the god.
Merkel.
Merkel. Two clerics of the goddess Merkel had been invited, the goddess of death, which Malkith remembers much less fondly. And we also learned that the Forge Breakers, who we had just fought, were also invited, which we had to let Alex know about. So Malkith decided that, with Aranea, that they were going to have Ruff distract Elaine, who was one of the other clerics, aka Tall Paladin Mommy. Ruff went to go talk to her. And in the meantime, Malkith and Aranea essentially lured Valen into an alley, to which Malkith immediately grabbed his head and cast Inflict Wounds. Aranea proceeded to cast Eldritch Blast, and after Malkith cast Inflict Wounds again, Valen looked at him and said, and I quote, "You have no idea what you've just done," and appeared to slash his own throat. While Aranea and Malkith began to do a whole panic about, well, Malkith wasn't panicking, Aranea was more panicking, about what they were going to do now with a body. The party came out to join, which Ruff immediately saw, oh, use me for murder. This is okay. Use me for murder. A problem. Nim managed to find out that, no, Valen isn't actually dead. Valen has cast Feign Death. However, as the party all went back out, Balmore and Malkith, finally their conflict coming to a head, as Malkith basically said, you have no right to judge me. You've killed all these people. Why are you judging me for beating up this guy who's not even dead? The two of them began fighting. Phelan started having a panic attack. Ruff kept talking about how to use her for murder. And now I guess Aranea is being called away on a quest. And then, with the worst nat 20 Vinny could have ever done in history, Thom did a nat 20 stealth check, and the 7-year-old saw everything that was happening. And that's where we are now.
I've actually done worse nat 20s that have led to way worse situations.
Okay, the worst nat 20
a child
of this game so
it's
far.
Just child trauma.
Just child trauma. It's not like she already had trauma.
Yeah.
The escalation of voice throughout the entire thing was just like,
yep.
Oh man,
I couldn't help it. I was just like, it get worse. You know when you recall something that's happening and you realize how bad it's getting as you're recalling it? That was the mental journey I just went through.
Well, it's giving like when your mom repeats what you've done to you.
Yes.
And as she's saying it,
so
she's getting more and more pissed off about it.
And then you did
but she's trying to get you to realize that it was a bad idea.
You're fine. You're
Amazing.
fine.
So that is where we're gonna pop in, kind of. As you guys earlier, Kelly, we were gonna swing back to you before we even touch what is going on with these guys right now. Going back to the beginning when you guys all started coming into the Heartloom to go on this palace party quest, just to enjoy yourself and make sure everyone's going good. I would like you to roll me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Coming in hot.
Is
By the way, Journey Adventures added a +2 to this roll in the chat, by the way.
Oh,
thank you.
Thanks, Charlie.
Is it against a charm effect?
It's an enchantment, but it's not necessarily a charm.
Okay. That seems exactly like the weird DM rule wearing I like. Okay.
There's a difference. It doesn't say you are charmed in the thing.
So, do I add the +2 to whatever one is the highest one? I would assume?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's a 9 and a 5. So, 9 plus wisdom is 2. So, 11 plus 2 is 13.
Okay, I was going to be like, I would assume it'd be a pretty good roll because you're a monk, but I guess if you went high in dex...
If I roll a 9.
Okay.
My wisdom was only a +2.
Cool, that's fine. Kelly, you fully freeze.
Look at this man and tell me that you think this man is wise.
As you... beyond his years. As you begin walking forward, you are walking in this situation. We'll just say you were at the back of the group in this situation. Your body fully freezes. You are 100% paralyzed, cannot move. As that happens, and as everyone is continuing to move forward, you aren't able to say anything. You can't speak. You can't move. And you watch as a illusion of yourself leaves you and continues walking forward with the rest of the group for a few moments. And after about 50 feet, 100 feet, that Kelly, you watch, kind of turns to the guys and says, "Hey, I'll be back in a sec," and comes running back towards you before disappearing. The visage of that Kelly is replaced by still a very similar face, also similar age, in many aspects, just like you. You see a femme version of almost yourself, as Kalissa. Kalissa?
Oh, Jesus.
Kalissa appears in front of you. Could you give us a descriptor of what Kalissa, your sister, looks like?
So, I mean, she looks a lot like Kellyot. She is a... I think I made her like a fighter-esque person. But I don't know. She's very put together. She's got like the same like long white hair, but it's in like this really tight, like intricate braid thing at the back of her head. Whereas Kellyot lives in like basically the monk equivalent of sweatpants. She is always like very tailored, very put together all the time. Never catching this lady slacking ever in your life. But yeah, Kellyot's just looking at her like anger boiling up.
As the anger is boiling up in you, you see that she rolls back her shoulders and not like a fighting stance, but a very like present, good, ready to go forward stance comes on her as she stares at you for a moment, looks behind and says, "Bert, just release it. It's fine now." And you feel the magical hold on you go away.
Cool. I tackle her.
Okay. Love it.
This party is the problem. That is our party
It's
name
the whole
now.
problem.
It's just the
We don't
problem.
talk. We don't talk here. We don't talk
Listen,
here.
man, you can't have my fucking sister show up and then do some weird shit and not expect him to immediately just be like, "Listen, I am the problem child. This is the role I've built for myself. Let's go."
100%. All right. Are you like actually swinging? Are we just having you guys wrestle on the ground? Like, what is going on here? Are you just going for a full headlock? Like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this bitch in a headlock. Let's go.
All right.
No, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 2.
I'm gonna roll just in case if it's in that one. 18 on the die, so we're just gonna say that this doesn't work in your favor.
That tracks.
to put this woman in a headlock, and she just takes you, grabs you, and then just rams into the nearest building with you as the meat between the sandwich, and then just tries to drop you onto the ground. Where is he?
Where is who? Also, when did you get so fucking strong?
One of us actually works out and practices. Guess
Hey!
what? It's not the one on their ass right now. And then tries to knee you in the face.
I can't.
Give me a dexterity
I can't even
saving
do
throw.
that.
I'll let you do the roll for this. You want to beat a 14. Is that a nat one? That's good.
That's a nat 20!
So that's a nat 20.
Let's go!
All right.
This game is stupid. Make your own rules for it every single fucking time. It doesn't matter. She goes to knee you in the face. What do you do to get out of it?
He just does like rolls back up over his head and does like a pretty little cartwheel before he just like gets back up and looks at her.
Where is our father?
Where is who?
Dad.
I don't know. You're the one who's supposed to keep watch on him. I don't live in your house.
You visited it, right?
Yeah, the one time I visited it, he was there, and also you weren't supposed to see.
Okay, well, he saw you, and he left a note that sounded like he came and found you. So, I would like to know where he is.
Well, now that makes two of us.
Caveat, swear to fucking all the gods. Every single one of them. I don't care about any of them, but I swear to all of them.
Listen, they're not listening. I've already asked. Listen, when did you last see him? Was he supposed to be here?
This morning.
Should I go home and check the monastery?
He said he was going to see you, yeah. So I assumed, he'd be there, but as far as he said, every other time he came back, he said he wasn't able to get in. So I don't know if he finally got to get in this time or what, but he hasn't been home, and he just left a note when he left. So
I mean, I've not really been home today or this evening. Well, I was there in the morning. He wasn't there this morning. But then I left to come here, got in a fight, kind of killed a guy. Now I'm here. Yeah, no, I didn't see him.
Kind of killed. Is this part of your monk training or just on the fucking whim?
Oh no, these guys were all ganging up on some normal people. And they
Some
were
normies. Don't you hate when the superpowered people just beat the shit out of the normies?
Don't know what that's like.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Oh my god.
The fucking anti-Megaphanoforge guys who are all big dickheads decided that they wanted to start punching down. And they had 10 people against 2 people. So yeah. And then he almost killed me. And then he almost killed... Actually, I think he might have almost actually killed the other one.
Okay.
No, she was fine.
I know attention span is not your strong suit. So over here, 3 seconds. So you haven't seen him.
Yeah, no, I feel like I was pretty clear when I said that I hadn't seen him. And then you started yelling at me asking where my dad was. And I said... No, okay. That's your...
She literally opens the letter in front of you, and most of it's very short. There's 3 lines, but the last line literally says, "I'm gonna go find my son and see if I can make him proud." Oh no, I'm gonna try to make my son proud. Is what the last line says. So I assumed he was coming to find you.
Does Dad have another secret son?
Is there another secret child? You said another. That means there's one already.
Well, I figured I was the first secret child because everyone was sort of ashamed of me. But I meant a different one.
I didn't really think about that as an option. And that really turns my stomach in a worse way. Just being you, Okay.
Listen, do you need me to go... Did you check the monastery? Did you go there? Or did you just come to this party?
I came here. I have a wizard that can cast spells and track people down. You weren't at the monastery, so I came and found you.
And you didn't use him to track our father?
Yeah, apparently I can't track him down. Why do you think I'm worried?
So, like, what do we do?
The if she could shoot lasers from her eyes in this moment, Kellyot would have brain soup. It would be so bad. You just watch the eyes bulge for him. You just go do whatever you were doing. It's nice to see you. I'll let you know if I find him. And just like waves her hand and walks away. The wizard who you probably know, it's probably a family wizard who just has some skills, just kind of like.
Wait, question. Can you do me a quick favor before you, like, go to the party with her?
Sure. You're talking to the wizard, I assume, right?
Yeah.
The son, his name is Tobert, so you already, know Tobert.
Yeah, hey Tobert, how's the family? How's everything going? I need you.
Not great at the moment, obviously. But you know.
Yeah. I need to contact my master to see if Dad is there, and if he's not there, then we have a problem. Can you help me do that?
You watch as he's just like watching as your sister's walking slowly farther and farther away, almost out of sight. Roll me a persuasion check. You can have advantage.
That was cool. 19 plus persuasion. 22.
22? Yeah, give me 2. She better not turn around. Just begins casting in the air and throws her hands up. What's your master's name? Shit, this is part of the recording now.
Oh. Hey, it's Kellyat. Did my dad show up? Dude, you made me lose like half the thing, and then he just loses like all the rest of it. Just
gets the message across that one sentence is like, I got that one sentence in. Quick response. No, your dad has not shown up.
Shit. Okay. Thanks, Tobert. You might want to go let her know that he did not show up at the place. Oh, okay.
Something tells me she's gonna know shortly. I think she's literally going there. But yes. Good luck. I will keep you informed. I assume you care, right? Like he says it like just double checking.
Sure. Yes. Tell me, because I'm responsible for so much shit. The last thing I need to be responsible for is the fact that my dad disappeared. Okay, just go get him. Go get him.
That sounds like a trauma thing you should work on. But you enjoy your night, and then just go.
I literally spent my whole life not doing that. Goodbye.
And
he just starts backwards rolling away.
Yeah, a little message cantrip gets sent back to you. That doesn't sound healthy, and it just keeps going.
Wow, I don't know what that means.
We're all for self-care, but also take care of yourself. Anyways, Tobert out.
Tobert
cool.
out.
All right, Kellyot, you joined back up with the group. As all of them are gathered to the side of the palace steps. Not far away, you can see that there's a couple that is making out, but also every once in a while watching the situation that is going on. You can also see Tom halfway up the steps, currently watching everybody else on the ground fighting. You see a quick explosion of lightning, a quick explosion of fire, and then you watch a giant minotaur come over, look down at RNA and be like, we have a mission. And then RNA and this minotaur just leave.
Kellyot's gonna move and stand on the crouch down on the steps next to Thom and be like, What happened?
You hear Thom go, "Oh," and then the rest of you watch in this scene now as this DLC has went from just Thom to also including Kellyot right next to her, and you guys can just pick up back where you left off.
I think at this point, Phelan, and this is maybe partially because I have to run down and change my laundry in like 2 seconds. Phelan is going to look at Ruff. Like, seeing Thom's reaction is enough to break them out. Like, when you see someone who you care about more than you, and you're like, I'm going to break out of my own thing. And so, still, like, shaking, Phelan's going to get up, look at Malkuth and Balmor, and say in the coldest voice, "Sort this shit out." And then I'm going to run to Ruff, grab her by the wing, and be like, "We're going to go talk to Thom." And I'm going to run up after the stairs with Ruff after Thom. And I have to run downstairs, so I'll be right back.
That happened.
Ruff is gonna go. Ruff is gonna go with Phelan. I guess I don't think there's an option here. So Ruff's just gonna go and look back at Balmor and like wave and just keep running on. Speaking,
I like that you guys are in the middle of a fight, but you're like, "Bye, we'll fight later."
At least 2 of them just left. Aranea also left. So now it is Nim, Balmor, Malkuth, the body, Thom, and Kellyot.
What's happening? Yeah, literally, like, Kellyot, like, pulls, like, I don't know, snacks out of his pocket and is like, "So, who's the dead
Pocket
guy?"
bacon.
Pocket bacon. Also, should you be here? You're not in trouble, by the way, but, like, should you be here?
She just kind of showed up here, completely. We didn't even know that she was there. I am so sorry.
Oh, man. High five on the sneak score. There's, like, 6 whole grown adults here that you just totally, like...
That's not the point. That's not the point.
That hurt. That hurt, Kellyot. We're observant.
Yeah. Clearly.
Seeing the lull that's kind of happened now as people have come in and left, I'm just going to turn and grab the body and start walking off to where I can find a place to talk to them.
Where are you going to bring in this person?
Do you really want to know?
I kind of do, just in case you get into any more trouble. You need someone to pull you out of that trouble.
Taking him to a friend's house. You can follow me if you like.
A friend's house?
Have I shown them the blacksmith I work at?
That's up to you.
Otis.
Canonically, not as far as we've discussed, but you could have at any point.
Would you have cared to have check out a blacksmith with me at some point?
Probably not. But
I'll just tell them. I'll just shout out the name of the blacksmith, wherever that might be.
I feel like Kellyot definitely has shown up at one point just to be like a pain in the ass and like, "Oh, cool, a sword," and just like swing it around, and you're like, "Please leave."
all right. Well, I'm still going to follow you. So if anyone else wants to come with, Balmor, I don't know what you planned on doing, but now might be a good time to also, as Phelan said, sort this shit out, not the other way around.
One, put your mask back on, and 2, is this going to be a problem if I follow you to kind of get to the bottom of this?
Just click my mask back into place and just keep walking. It's like this. There's no obvious like "fuck you" no signs.
But I gotcha. Balmor's just gonna be like, "Hey, Kellyot, do you mind making sure that Ruff doesn't somehow make the situation worse?"
You got it, dude.
Okay.
Why? I don't know how I feel about that one, but yeah, that works. And
You're the one who pointed to me, bud. I don't know what else you wanted.
All right, that one's on me. I would just like start walking like a good pace behind those two.
All right, we have a nice party split. Great, I love those. So
We're not doing a
Good
full
job,
party
Ethan.
split.
yeah, I appreciate that it's just a half and half. So we have Malkuth, Balmore, and Nymptheria are going off to the Arms of Virtue. I assume, right? You're going the blacksmith. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to take a short walk. Let me know how you guys are conducting yourselves as you walk back to the blacksmith with a corpse over your shoulder.
It's not a corpse. It's just someone unconscious. And that is the
That's
story
better.
we use. It's the story we tell anyone that asks. Our friends
Dig into Bernie's
had a
it's
great
true.
time.
It's true, though, kind of.
Kinda. Shit your sort out. Anyways.
Shit your sword out.
I did really appreciate it. You're like, oh, gotta reverse that. I was like, oh no, that's too good to not say it once, at least. Cool. You three begin walking off, and I guess just like if anyone asks you, just being like, it's just a friend. It's fine.
It's our drunk friend.
I would have made this a nat 1 roll. So if you roll a nat 1, someone would ask questions. But nat 1s are nat 20s right now, so it doesn't fucking matter.
We're having great luck tonight.
Yep. So yeah, you guys are able to head off that way. Because it's going to take you longer to walk there than whatever's going on here. What are Ruff, Phelan, Kellyot, and I guess Thom, who's just kind of like paying a little less attention to everything in the moment, as you guys are all together.
I think I sit next to Thom on the stairs and kind of let my legs kick over the edge. And I kind of like gesture for Ruff to maybe sit on the other side. And I say, hey, that must have been really confusing for you, huh?
I mean, I understand fighting. I don't understand why you guys are fighting. I thought you guys were all best friends who saved people, but, I might have just been wrong about that.
One thing you're going to learn as you get older, and I'm sorry that you had to learn it so soon, is that life isn't that simple. You can really, really care about someone and still fight. You can have the best intentions in mind and still mess up. And I hope that Balmore and Mal can figure things out. I mean, Balmore and I were a little angry at each other, and we're not anymore. And that's kind of part of it. Honestly, Thom, like, how long have you known Ruff?
It's like forever. It's been 2 months. She just says it's been forever.
So you've known her for like 2 months. We've kind of all known each other maybe a little longer than that.
Yeah, so we're all best friends.
Yes.
I mean, I would love to be someone that you can trust. But I also don't want to pretend that things are all shiny and perfect. Being an adult is really hard, and I'm sorry that you had to see that, bud.
Do Ruff or Kellyot have anything to say during this conversation? If Kellyot's still there, I don't know if Kellyot specifically was helping.
Kellyot's still there. He's listening to this very topical thing that Phelan is saying, being like, "I'm gonna guess."
Yeah, I think Phelan in this moment kind of like exhausts their speaking and looks at the other two like, now you say something.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have a sibling, right? Like, don't you guys ever, like, yell at each other or get mad at each other?
Yeah, but we don't hurt each other a lot.
Oh, wow. Really? Not even...
Yeah, Alex is fragile. God. I'd beat her up so bad.
You know what? I bet you could.
Kellyot just puts his head in his hand and is like, oh man, she's just like my sister.
Ruff just repeats right after you, going, I bet you could. I bet you could.
Mm-hmm.
She does a little punch, and the little light thing that you guys have been showing her just appears. She's like, yeah, like who's gonna mess with that?
Well, Listen, you might be the strongest one of all of us. We would never mess with that.
Once I get that chair.
Oh, is that what you want?
No. Not if it makes me look like that, and points to goes to point to the chair where her sister was sitting, and then it's like, oh, where'd Alex go?
We told her to go dance and have fun.
Oh, good for them. Yeah.
Thom is wise beyond her years, and I'm honestly, Phelan is intimidated by this 7-year-old.
Look, I can only pretend to be someone who is not my age so much when it comes to intelligence level, so it probably comes off way too wise when it's just a kid being like, "Yeah, that may as well exist," and just
Yeah.
Ruff, kind of bringing the point kind of home, is gonna use Dancing Light to create a tiny version of Balmore, and then create it and hold it to Thom and be like, and punch through the light, and the light just disappears, and just in Balmore's voice, taps her throat, says, "I win."
She smiles at that. I think you guys are fine without a roll, but I would like to get one of you, whichever one of you wants to do a persuasion roll with advantage.
I think Kellyot, you've got way better persuasion than me. I'm a +3.
I'm a total is a +5 for me.
Yeah, Kellyot, I feel like you're so chill. I think Phelan would just come across as just slightly jittery. Just oh god.
Oh no, a child has witnessed maybe death, we're not sure. Let's see. So you said persuasion with advantage?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's see. Persuasion. 20 not natural.
Solid. You watch Thom just think and look around for a little bit, and then eventually go, "Okay, I'm gonna go fight my sister," and then just starts going down the steps.
Classic.
That's not the lesson we wanted you to take from. Okay.
Eventually, waits.
Let her go.
Waits for Alexandria to be who's just dancing around down on the floor. So, oh no, wait, Araneo grabbed Alexandria. Let me just stop. I'm gonna say she ended up going back down and dancing. Eventually, up on the a slightly higher step, waiting for Alexandria to dance around. You see Thom just wait, and eventually just jumps on top of Alex, and they get into a much funner tussle than what Kellyot and Kalissa got up into earlier.
That's not even a real fight. They're both laughing. What is?
Because some siblings
Pull her hair!
I think as you yell that, I look at you and go, because some siblings actually do tend to get along, and I get a very wistful look when I say that.
Real difficult for Ruff not to stand up and start cheering murder, but instead she's just gonna make some cause and clap while they're fighting.
Love that. That is character growth. Don't say we don't have character growth.
That is character growth for Ruff. Truly. I look
no
at
dragon
Kellyot
roar,
and I say,
no murder.
The dragon roar. Oh my god.
So where did they go, Kellyot?
Oh, the rest of the group? Oh, they went to Malkit's blacksmith house. It's got swords.
I've been there before. That was when I went and brought a basket and invited them on a picnic. Don't even worry about it.
Ruff's gonna put her hands on her throat and in Balmore's voice.
No, I need a backstep. Does Phelan say that?
Yeah, does Phelan actually say that?
100% no does not say that.
Okay, just don't say.
No, she says, yo, I've been there before. Okay, we should catch up then?
And then Tech, you were saying something. Sorry for interrupting.
No, I was just gonna say Ruff would put her hand on her neck and look at her and look at Phelan and say, "I bet you have," in Balmore's voice.
Phelan just looks confused.
Just large big grin.
Kelly puts an arm around Phelan's shoulders and is like, "You can tell me all about that on the way."
What?
As you guys begin progressing the same fast travel route that the other group is in, the other three of you guys, which is still two of you, and then the tech again, the other half of tech,
Tech in every single scene. It doesn't matter if you split the party. Tech is in everything.
that's an advantage of a fractima. Honestly, you get to.
It's called efficiency. Look it up.
Efficiency. You guys are able to make it back to Arms of Virtue. The place is locked up, but I think at this point you probably have a key, Malkith, or you know where he like keeps a spare one somewhere outside, and you're able to let yourself in without an issue. And from what you know earlier in the day, he was also going out to the party, so like you don't have to worry about him probably being back unless it's in the same state that you saw him that morning when he was drunk and fucked up.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring the this wonderful person that I'm holding, and I'm going to also delicately bring them down to the basement and put them in a chair and find something to tie them to that said chair with. And them being a water genasi, there may be a fire that is quickly put up in the basement to start to kind of dry the air out. And then my implements that I use on the forge upstairs are going to get kind of laid out on a nice table next to me. And just kind of see what the other people are doing around me in this exact moment as I'm preparing the space.
Balmore is definitely just kind of sitting and watching you like walk back and forth and setting everything up. And he's just like, so if I would have lost that fight, that could possibly be me.
Just click the mask off, put it down. Like for those you weren't here, Lark. Just the whole bottom of his face is like cracked, and it's just like you see like lava streams below on his lower jaw, and it looks like it was shattered at some point, and it just like almost seems to like drip with lava ever so slightly.
Metal.
But as you say that, Balmore, he just kind of looks towards you and gives a little nod. Do you care to tell me why there's a ghost following you? And I'm going to do Eyes of the Grave.
Roll me a d20.
11.
Not yet.
Is there a way I can help you?
Yeah, you gotta give him the help action. You can roll again.
There you go, brother.
What was the rules?
It's even worse.
Was it a nat one by any chance?
No. I wish. I think that's the only time I've ever asked for a nat one.
Balmore's just gonna look over and just go, I showed you the light. I showed you what they looked like. It's not much to tell. Is the ghost saying something? Do you have any more details, or are you just going to ask very short questions?
I'll describe in best detail as I can what the ghost looks like.
Yeah, the description of the kid sounds familiar, and then in theory you're here too, so you're going to get the details, I assume, unless you guys are purposely trying to keep the theory out of this conversation for some reason.
I'm here either way. I'm just like sitting here like, what the fuck is happening?
Cool.
Watching it like it's Wimbledon.
God. So, as... No. Just all three of you do that. The description is identical to the child that you remember falling. And the description doesn't include the fact that it is falling, like still falling, like almost like falling through like sheer fabric almost when it appears. It's not from the same perspective that you guys saw, because you guys saw looking down. It's from almost it's whatever perspective the person is in. So for Malkith, in relation to where you are normally, Balmore, it's like watching the falling from the side, like you're right next to it happening. It's for a second, and I think Malkith's seen it twice now. So like of those two times, like he's gotten a couple details of this kid falling, and it just looks like someone terrified from falling.
I wanted to touch on that. It was the mom who fell. the son he drew the card.
Right.
So he just like, bloop, and then the mom. Oh, so you're using the, okay, got you. I was like, which one am I supposed to describe? Balmore's just gonna kind of look back up and see Nim and go, hey, do you mind making sure anyone else can come down? Just make sure Ruff doesn't come down, please.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I can do that. Whatever you need. And then Nim just kind of has like a worried eye on both of them as they just go near the staircase, but is definitely keeping their ears open.
Cool.
Yeah,
you can
like you could.
Yeah, you can be on top of the staircase with like the door open and like just be there as an eventual blockade, but you can still be a part of this. So the description gets passed on, and the details is weird. Balmore to be like, oh, the kid's falling. That wasn't what happens. But it's weird that this kid's ghost is falling still.
Yeah, I just kind of look over and just go, I don't know why you're seeing the kid fall, but from what I know, and I wasn't there, and this is more of Ruff's story to tell. From what I gather, Mom lost her kid in the woods, and Ruff ended up finding the kid first, and she brought the kid to the mom. I don't altogether know what happened to the child, but I do know that Ruff was blamed for the kid's disappearance after she found the boy. The mom jumped off the same cliff that was near where they found the child, so yeah, that's kind of what got us here. That's without the details.
Can I roll an insight check to see? Did you say that's without the details or no?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like that's without the details.
Oh, okay. Never mind
then. I need that translation in my room. What do you mean that's without the details?
Yeah, because I don't know Ruff if.
Without
outside
Ruff's
obviously
actual side of the story.
Like if
got you.
Yeah, if Ruff could give a like very in detail and like depth, but Balmore just watched what happened and then watched her get blamed for it.
Cool. 100% fair. I was just like, what do you mean without you just gave details? But yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, so that's where you guys are now. It's you two, Nim up on the staircase, body in the chair.
So, how many others have you both killed?
Others. Well, seeing that we didn't kill the mom and we didn't kill the child.
Well, you didn't.
You
You said you don't know what Ruff did.
But I know my sister wouldn't do that.
Sure.
Without you getting all in the whole vibe of blaming and casting judgment, there were only 4.
How many of them did you know?
2.
How'd you know them?
Weren't nice people.
As he says, weren't nice people, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the person in the chair, and because of my Circle of Mortality, they instantly regain max hit points of my spell. So that is 8, 16, 20 hit points.
That man's happy again.
All right. Feign death has been broken. The unconsciousness has been broken. The wake up is a slow start because it's just kind of like if you wake up.
It's made it so much faster as I drive a nail through his hand.
Cool. There's like a slow wake up of just like being in heat, like when you wake up and it's really, really hot, and then just, unless you're trying to do an attack, I'll just say that's 1 damage.
Yep, that's fine. I'm not trying to like knock him out with this. This is going to be a nice, enjoyable process for us all.
Cool.
An enjoyable torture. Got it.
I mean, that is there are people. Anyways, we won't get into that. Valen wakes up with a start. Did you block mouth or anything, or is this like it just like the one hand is basically, we'll say, unusable in the moment?
His hand, I had his hands and legs tied to the chair,
okay.
And I just kind of put the nail through the one hand, and that's now like sticking into the chair. Cool. But the mouth is not covered.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Don't like this spot. You looks over confused just at Balmore. For a moment, just be like, "You're okay." So, how did you find me?
Well, that's a funny way to put that. First off, I think you should maybe introduce yourself to our friend. Balmore, this is an associate of mine. Or, is that really how we should refer to each other anymore? Valen?
Yeah, one of my friends and allies, yeah. Valen. Darkheart. Don't take the last name into heart. We don't get to really choose them.
Did you just say friend and ally? Friend and ally?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I'm going to just drive a nail again into his hand. The same hand.
So
we should double check one thing real quick. How bad is this a problem for people? Real quick.
It's not great.
Cool.
But if it doesn't go past this, I'm fine. Cool. Sorry to be a spoil sport.
I think we can limit the description pretty easily and just say this person's having a bad day. We know where this person's having a bad day. Cool.
They're holding 2 nails.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I would just look over and be like, "Hey, I just need you to know we killed people that harmed others. We never touched allies. We looked out for our family and friends. He just said you guys were allies. Would you like to explain?"
I'm just going to cast Produce Flame on my hand and just hold it by his shoulder. Is that really how you considered us?
Yes, it was before you tried driving me out.
That's not the way I saw it.
That's the way I remember it. You driving out me in the lane.
After what was it exactly?
Human sacrifice.
Right.
You know what? Sure. Yep. You might be getting
on
what
the
you
torture.
deserve.
Go for it.
Yeah. You might be getting what you deserve. Never mind.
I'm gonna just throw the hammer over to Balmore.
It just starts twirling it like, oh man. So
why are you in town?
In town. We live here. Why are you in town?
Well, I was getting away from the people you brought up to try and kill me, if you remember.
Funny story. I'm enjoying your little retelling of our entire lives. What is your passive insight for both of you guys? And Nim, you too. You're not down there fully, but
I'm hearing everything.
You're hearing a lot. So what's just everyone's passive insights for now?
16.
13.
But it's wisdom, that's 17.
17. that'll probably come up at some point. But for the moment, at the very least, since you have eyes on him, and you're getting the vibes, Malekith, he seems genuinely hurt by your accusations in this moment. Like seriously, it's there is not a vehement energy of trying to track you down and him being duped. He feels offended that you tracked him down. Like, he's offended that you came here to get him.
I'm going to produce flames and make the fire bigger, drying him out. I don't appreciate you lying to me. I don't really lie very much. I kind of find the whole thing a little unsavory. But, I mean, we all have our lines, right?
And veils.
And veils. I think it's probably best you stop lying to me and my associate here before things have to make this a little bit worse for you. I'm sure you could probably use a cup of water at this point.
Parched is a solid word for how I'm currently feeling. Also, a little lifts hands a little bit. They don't really move. Little tie down. So yeah, not where I'd want to be, but I also don't want to be in your shoes either, because when my wife finds out I'm here, you're fucked.
Oh, I'm sure I can give her a bit of a reintroduction to the way things are going to happen from now on.
Sorry, Zalafer, who's not here for this fun info related to the lane. Look, I don't know why you decided to chase me down. I don't know what this has to do with the rest of the sect. I don't know if this is a new initiate or what's going on here, but I am happy being out. I'd like to keep being out. And if you're trying to bring me back in, I don't want to join again. I'm tired of the shit we had to go through.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah. 1000%. Again, as far as you can tell with this guy in this moment, this, like, what he's saying he believes, and he's like, obviously, besides sweating, I don't know how that works for Wajanasi. Besides slowly drying out, is not panicky about this situation, is very desperate about the fact that he feels in the right about the choices that he made. So that's where he's currently standing. If you have a specific question, I can try to answer it now, or when it deems appropriate, I can try to relate it in.
What do I remember of our kind of falling out?
What you remember with you and Valen is that there was eventually a choice that needed to be made for a person who was going to be like the host, quote unquote, is the way we'll put it. And that was to be you that you found out. You obviously had allies that helped you get out of the entire situation. Valen was definitely not an ally in that situation. If the possibility happened, you're pretty sure Valen would have used his own powers to keep you there instead of giving you any form of freedom. Current personality of Valen feels very off to the way things ended with you and him. It seems very much more being like, how dare you do these things to me, than like, I don't care what happens to you. Like, it's very, very different. It's less about trying to use you for something and more offended about you using him for having used him for something.
I'm going to look towards Balmor in this instance. I'm out of the eye shot of Valen. Kind of like standing behind him at this point. What vibe am I getting from Balmor in this moment?
Balmor is more studying than, like, he's not upset, he's not angry. He's just more, okay, well, if you're you're punishing someone who's done evil, who's done bad, who was a part of bad, or that you thought was a part of bad. What was your, like, he's more thinking, like, what was your thought towards Ruff and I? Would you have done this to us if you found out it was true? Like, so he's more of just studying you to make sure that, like, you're not looking over at him going, you're next in the chair. I would like to use, because I'm not going to go near the guy who obviously sacrificed people. I would like to use lightning lore to take out the nails.
Okay. Roll me just one attack roll. For an aim situation.
Roll. Oh, that's damage. It doesn't have an attack roll.
Oh, then never mind. You do it.
Yeah, it's a strength check.
Oh, right. They have to do a check. Yeah, we'll say then you can get them both, or you can at least lasso and then yank.
Okay. Not to step into, and like he's like messing with the nails. Not to step into your conversation, but it seems like he wasn't really into that stuff and is out of it and doesn't want to be in it anymore. I think he kind of does see you as an ally.
Nim, can you hear us?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep an eye out for Ruff. Yeah, I can hear you.
Got anything I could to make people tell the truth?
I
mean, I've got ways, but I don't.
The nails. You already did this.
I'm trying to be a little more diplomatic for the more stomach sensitive of us.
Sorry, I just saw Jocelyn. What is your purpose for wanting to do stuff like that? It's not any more like hardcore torture, is it? Because I'm really not about that. But I do have other ways of mind stuff.
I just want you to find out what they're doing here and if they were looking for me.
What they were doing here and if... well, I could always just do another wisdom check because I have proficiency in that if you'll allow it, so I don't have to use any of the spells that I have.
If you want to come down and try to do an insight check, I would need you to at least just have like a one sentence conversation with this person real quick to try to read them. That's it.
All right, I can do that. Yeah.
Sure. So watch as you walk down. And be like, oh, you're at the party. God, how many associates do you have?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Hi, I just want to know your what exactly is going on up in upstairs. Because you seem to have caused this person here a lot of pain, and I don't like it when people cause other people pain.
I caused the pain. One holds up the hand slightly. I caused the pain. Sorry, this is the 101 with him. This is what they do. This is their organization. Not taking part in that anymore. Thank you very much. I got to get out. I got to get out with my wife, and now I'm apparently getting sucked back in for torture. I don't know what this is, but it's not exactly my favorite. Roll an insight check.
That is a nat 20, my guy, +5.
Nat 20 +5. That's this person, Valen, in a similar vein of what Malkith thinks Valen is, Valen thinks that's what Malkith is. It's literally an Uno reverse. Whatever Valen has seen, or whatever Malkith has seen in the past related to, and that's why the reactions were so immediate, is kind of the same reason Valen like walked off over in the corner and immediately started to charge up spellcasting energy. Was like, nope, we're not doing this. We're ending it here. It's very much like this man would have sacrificed me to our god. This man will torture me, and is like literally 100%. This is a thing that he believes. He also thinks you guys are so fucked once his wife finds him. He says that a couple times.
So, Nim is just over here just like rubbing their temples, just their brain is hurting so much right now. It sounds like to me that you two never really fully hashed this out, is what it sounds like.
Hatch it out. We're not looking for therapy.
Fabulous insight. Fabulous insight, youth. I'm glad.
Both of them instinctively get antagonistic in the identical ways, which is also probably real telling.
Like a pair of binoculars looking at the far off distance. I could see it all. Thank you so much, Nim, for that wonderful insight.
I would just look over at Nim and just be like, hey, yeah, I think we all knew that. Thank you for the help, though. You did great.
Listen, I'm just...
Nailed it first try.
They have shit they need to work through, just like you two have stuff you need to work through. There's a lot of that.
That's fair. I don't know if we need to have them tied down. Oh, I also want to let you know, I wouldn't run to your wife about this. Just throwing that out there. Unless you want her in a chair next to you, because it wasn't. This isn't good, dude. Like, it's not good to be fighting you. Like, I don't want to fight you. I don't know you. I'd rather just keep this between you and him.
Around this time, we will say the rest of you guys show up at the front doors of Arms of Virtue. And Nim, you are at the top of the steps. You see them come in. I'm gonna just say.
Where's everybody
Any
else?
story?
What's happening?
There's some, I'm trying to see if I have, I don't think I have this, because otherwise I was going to try and send Balmore a quick message, but I do not have any of that. I'm just going to shout, I'm just going to, like, make hand gestures to be like, Ruff is here, yay or no? She good to come down here or no?
I just look at Malkith. Do you have the answers do you need, or do you need more information?
You're fine.
Okay, hey, so I'm just filling y'all in. We had there were some things that happened to the dude. They were not good things, so I am just warning you right now before you go in and see some stuff.
You want to clarify what that means?
He's not having a good day.
He's torturing him. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to prepare you guys for what you may see. It's not good.
Why?
So, turns out it's yet another fun miscommunication, and that's why there's torture happening.
Kelly, like, goes down the stairs enough that he can, like, duck his head down and be like, what the hell is happening?
I mean, you guys are welcome to go down there. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I don't think I'm going to be any help, so I will stay up here.
Okay. I wasn't much help either, so...
I'm gonna head upstairs towards Ruff. I just thought of something, and it's up to you, obviously, that she would be able to kind of tell, like, my vibe or, like, my feelings around things. Yeah. So now I'm gonna have to have a talk with Ruff. I didn't even think about that until after.
Yep. So you guys need a mow. Kelly, are you going down, or were you just ducking down and just leaving it?
He ducks out and sees that there's a full person tied up in a chair, and will be like, "Hey, Mal, who's your friend, bud?"
We're still trying to figure that out, I think.
Give me like the.
Right. Used to be friends. Really kind of wanted me to die because they thought I was supposed to be like this thing for a god. Really didn't like that. Really tried to not do that. And he was kind of cool with all that happening, so not really friends anymore. And I'm wondering why he's here.
Turns to the other guy. Do you have anything to say in response to that?
He looks confused as Malcolm just like gives that storyline. It's like, one, is this like, are you charging a gold per person to come down and stare at the guy tied up? Like, what's going the fuck on?
Yeah, I'm gonna start charging admission, I think.
All right. Two,
I'm not paying for shit!
I'll give you the discount.
Yeah, what's that? Making me feel real great about the kind of person you are? Because I can take that one.
ooh.
It seems like a weird trade-off, but okay.
You hear simultaneously between Balmore and Ruff, ooh.
Phelan is pissed.
Valen gives the exact same story as Malkith, but replace Malkith with Valen and Valen with Malkith. He's like, yeah, grew up in this fucking cult. Supposedly he was supposed to be the chosen one, which, like, whatever, that's good for him. And eventually he turns on me and they say that they're going to sacrifice me instead. He's leading the charge for my death, and I was able to get out of there with my wife.
Okay. Sorry, this sounds like weird cult things that I don't know. Is it usual? Is it usual for like two people to have the same story but have the other person be the bad guy?
Sounds about right. Sounds like something we're a little bit familiar with. Anyway.
Sounds like someone's
I mean,
lying.
like,
Sounds like
I've only ever been in one cult, so I don't know if this is like a universal thing.
I've never been in a cult, cannot weigh in.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you guys are being kind of like pit against each other, maybe a little bit. I don't know a whole lot. I mean, I know a little bit about that. Not to like the killing part, but like the pitting against each other part, I'm very intimately familiar with. So like,
Mm-hmm. Well,
is it like a whoever dies is good, or whoever dies gets to lead from the death?
oh fuck!
I don't.
You know, that's a thing that I didn't think about, but actually could be a possibility. Fuck. Valen looks actually more concerned after you say that. Like, that seems like a thing they would do. Huh.
I mean, listen.
I don't know if I should kill you or keep you alive at this point.
Well, it looks like he doesn't want to kill you. He just wants to go home to his wife. Just painting you to be kind of the villain, my guy.
I mean, I'm probably going to kick him in the nuts when he unties me, but, like, that's just
But that's like,
kind of for...
that seems fair.
I had a couple nails in my hands. I feel like I earned that.
Oh, definitely kick him in the nuts then. Fair is fair.
Yeah.
I just
feel like
tossed
a
the
nut case
nails
for 2
down the
nails
stairs.
I'm listening at the top of the stairs.
I just used produce flame to like shoot a ball of fire up the stairs.
Whoa! Hey,
the peanut gallery.
Fuck you.
The flame looks a little bit like a middle finger. Crazy how that happens.
An arrow flies back. I'm kidding.
Hey,
Bad Boy's just like, we
like-
just did this.
Listen,
Round 2 in the dungeon.
no!
okay,
We need to
so-
get everyone PvPing against Malkith, apparently. Let's all line up.
Bring it.
Kelly's gonna be like, all right. It seems like you guys saw each other after a long time, and a lot of feelings came up all at once. And maybe some death happened and some fighting happened. If we were to let you go and you got your free nut kick in, are you gonna bother this guy again?
glad that that's already built into the deal, so he doesn't have to negotiate. He's like, cool, awesome, my bare minimum.
The free nut kick is already in.
I would probably tell the authorities about him, considering he's in charge of a literal fucking cult sect that goes around and sacrifices people. So I'd probably, honestly, report him to the authorities.
Also, he could say, okay, once again, he could say the same thing about you, and clearly death cults are weird in the terms of which you guys organize things. So, like, kind of like moot point there.
No,
so, like, let's just say
we can get higher powers in. I'm totally okay with us talking to some authority figures if that gets this solved.
Balmore's just gonna lean down and look back and say, "Which one of you were wearing the death cult's emblem?"
Yeah. What about that?
Yes, I'm part of the house of worship, but I'm not in the actual sect where the murder. Like, we don't do the murders. We
Big
bury
question.
people. We look over funerals. We're grave keepers. We do
Likely
autopsies. I don't know how I'm doing this. My hands aren't free.
You put those hands back down.
Dual mage hand. Dual mage hand is just happening for some reason.
he's got really thin wrists, and he's like, "Oh, sorry," he puts it back in.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
slide.
They really weren't that tight to begin with.
That would be a whole.
Actually tie a knot.
That would be a whole question about why he let himself get stabbed.
Yeah,
He's just like, oh no, that hurts.
Well, we unlocked a kink, everyone. Good night.
Ooh, stop with the nail.
I was thinking more like Treasure Planet, where he's like, "Oh, I'm so useless." Oh wait,
With surprisingly thin wrists. Yeah. No, I just realized I was doing a continuity error and I wanted to correct myself. That's all.
Yeah, I would just ask Malketh and, hey, are you a part of that cult still?
No.
Okay. Hey, Valen, are you a part of that cult still?
I'm part of the Merkel House of Worship. I'm not part of a cult.
Sounds
now
like a cult to me.
I now
it sounds
pronounce
like
you
something
both
someone in
friends.
the cult would say.
Why are we doing this? Neither one of you are part of the cult.
Here's a question. Valen, you said your name was?
I thought you said Phelan. Valen, yes.
I know. You can't be here that long because it's going to get very confusing because we already have someone else named Phelan and she was here first, and I don't like you that much. But
Yeah, honestly, I've been reacting like several times to your name, and it's getting really annoying.
But just, let me ask you a question. If this had gone differently, would Mal be in your basement tied up with nails in his hands?
No, he'd be dead.
That's
Okay,
the
so
difference.
this has already gone a
don't
little
kill
bit better.
What? You put those hands back down again. Just instantly.
I don't.
Malcolm,
Okay.
you're not suck, bro.
Yeah. You're not the woke one in this group. You literally tortured me. I don't know what we're talking about here.
So I'm just saying, like, listen.
Didn't kill you yet.
He thought you were still part of the death cult, which is why you are here. And you thought he was still part of the death cult, which is why he almost died. So clearly neither one of you are part of the death cult. You I'm not quite sure about, but you're saying that you're not, and I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, mainly because I don't want to have to deal with you.
Who are all of you? I mean, I know. I'm
Oh.
not sure if I'm allowed to ask questions, but literally, there's a lot of random people here right now. I saw a few of you at the party.
You seem
I'm
too
just
much.
a
I should
guy,
burn his
I don't know.
eyeballs
I'm
out.
just...
No, we don't have to burn his eyeballs out. And then from the top of the stairs, you just hear murder.
No,
No.
no
Well, no, yes, it
murder.
is.
Ruff, it's okay. There's no murder. There's no murder.
Use
I
me
think-
for murder?
No.
There's still time, Ruff.
Like you just see
Why
Ruff's like
are
her
you
eyes light
encouraging
up.
her?
Ruff's eyes light up like there is.
No, Ruff, please. I don't know what his deal is, but no.
If it's someone who actually deserves to get murdered, sure. But this guy I don't think does.
This guy is a
How about this? We get him up. He kicks Malketh in the nuts, and we get him out of here. And then if we see him again, if he brings authorities, our word versus his. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Also,
not like
he's
gonna
the
go
one
far.
who still follows Merkel, so it's like, who's more likely to be the leader of a death cult? Am I right?
Also, if you decide to bring the authorities here, we have specific friends that could vouch for Malketh not being a part of anything that would cause death here as he tried to save the city.
Vinny remembers a few things that were said to certain people very differently than the rest of you do, then, because Malketh said some very choice things to people during those interactions.
We murdered people. He didn't.
No, but he said very specific things to the king, queen, and a few other people.
Oh,
but yeah, anyways.
Malketh, stop. I'm trying.
Why are you-
Those things,
Mal,
I
why are
can't
you the-
control it?
Why are you the whole
My
problem,
mouth just
Mal?
works. My mouth does what it wants to do.
That's so fair. I get that. V for Vendetta, it just like sighs a bit, like just starts looking between all these. Like, fine, whatever gets me out of here. Chu actually raises a hand with the cloth untied, not untied. It's actually been burnt. Probably would have eventually got out. Eventually, I don't know that I would have succeeded. I thought there was 3 of you. There's like 12. I'm really confused. That
See, he's a sneaky bastard. We can't trust him for anything he says.
I mean, bro, you totally would have done the same thing with the same shit-eating grin if that had been you in the chair. So cool your jets.
I think I'd
Don't
pop
try
into
and logic me with your reasons and
Listen.
very rational explanations for things.
I go to the
surprised
top of the
myself.
Question.
I'm in an emotional state right now.
I go to the top of the
What's
stairs
a
and
jet?
type of bird.
What?
Type of bird?
Yeah. Oh,
It could be
they're like these little spouts in really fancy tubs in really fancy houses, and also the brothels that really, really nice.
Phelan.
I go to the top of the stairs, just arms folded, and say, so are we going to stay here all night, going over the same thing over and over, where the 2 of you think the same thing about each other, or are we actually going to make a move on something?
Currently,
Kelly just starts untying his hands.
you
just
don't have
unties
to.
them.
He's currently doing a ray of frost on it to slowly make it break.
Okay.
He's just waiting and watching, like no one's stopping him. So he's just
Mal,
slowly
why?
doing-
Mal,
He doesn't want to be in the chair, bro.
Mal,
Yeah, let him
question
out of
for
the
you.
chair.
Why should we trust you and not him? If you 2 have the exact same story, and you 2 think the other person did the other thing, why should we trust you and not him?
I have not lied to you since the day we've met. I've never once said anything that could possibly be misconstrued as something other than the only truth I know. I've never killed anyone, unlike some people. And, I don't know, I've only got the 3 points, I feel like. I feel like I ran out.
Phelan cannot help it. They burst into a grin when you do that, and she's like, I hate you so much.
Yeah,
And
I'm
she's
pretty
gonna-
fucking charming, aren't I?
Well,
I didn't even
fucking
mean to be charming.
fucking stop it! And she goes, they go down and they're helping get like that
And
out
I
of the
used
chair.
cure wounds on the fucking scumbag in the chair.
I think we need to maybe have a talk about like damaging systems and cults and how they constantly pit you guys against each other for violence and hierarchy status.
Valen
But
looks at you and you're basically get up from your monastery and is like, are you from a organization of some sort? That
Oh, no, this is
takes in
costumes.
kids from when they're very young
It
to
seems like it.
teach them certain disciplines and ways of life.
Yeah.
no, this is
Someone who knew
costume.
an awful lot about the way cults work for someone who never been in a cult before.
Not in the cult anymore.
I don't know, man.
I think that wasn't it that both of you said you were in the cult and then you both broke away from the cult because the other one was the issue. That is the story that I'm hearing.
Well, there
from
were
both
greater
of you.
issues. There was like the cult that
Right.
wanted to actually make the humanoid sacrifice.
Trying to bring a god into the material
Yeah,
realm.
fucking crazy. Like I,
So they pitted-
Why? It seems
is-
like something that seems really unnecessary.
So this is
So you guys have the
fuckity
same
magic
idea.
bullshit. This is
You just-
fuckity magic bullshit.
Yes.
Just
Right.
Sounds
kick
like
each
it to
other in the
me.
nuts and get this over with. It's way further
Yeah.
than where this.
And then maybe
meeting-
kiss. I don't know.
I honestly just.
No, don't kiss!
No,
Don't
no,
kiss!
no, no, no.
Don't kiss! You don't know why Phelan's so like insistent,
We're not
but
that
don't
far.
kiss.
We're not that far. We're not.
Oh no,
Isn't he
we
married?
talked on the way here about this.
This
What
is
are
like
you talking about? What did we talk about on the way here? And I'm giving you a look of, I swear to fucking God.
Nothing. We didn't talk about anything at all. I'm not scared of you at all.
Oh no.
No, you're not. Cracks knuckles.
Ruff, I need to take you up and we can talk about the birds and the bees so that they can do their thing.
Oh no. Not the birds and the bees again.
So here's how it works. There's
Now shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
V just starts walking towards the exit through all of you guys having these conversations, just looking around, be like,
Balmor
they're
and Ruff
doing
are
enough.
standing at the stairs.
They're doing enough gimmicks that I think I can get out of here safely. It's fine. Just keep
Oh,
going.
he's not going to kick. This is out of character. He's not going to kick him out in the nuts? Great. He can leave.
He feels really outnumbered. So-
I'm not going to jump
get
in.
position. I stand in position for expectant.
It's a fair.
I love how you get in position. What if he just walks right past you? Just like.
Chill, eyes go.
All right,
He's already gone out the front door.
does it 18 hit you down there?
Yeah. Oh, it's in my mouth.
So that's +2. He's also going to use a channel divinity to add
Yep, that makes sense. Oh, it's like a spark. It's like eating
to
pop
add
rocks.
22 necrotic damage to that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Your nuts are gone.
Oh,
You're seeing stars, aren't ya?
yeah. I taste
Welcome to a serious D&D game. He just got kicked in the nuts.
Sorry, I think
I
I
think-
already used my cure wounds, so I don't think I can use them on you.
Oh yeah, I don't.
that's-
I don't have any healing spells. Sorry, bud.
If you'd
That's
like,
okay.
I
I'm
could
spare
use.
the dying on my balls.
If you like, I can use lightning lure and pull them out if you want.
You spare.
I feel like they need a little bit of, you know.
You spare
Bring it back
60,000
out.
potential lives. Anyways.
Oh man.
This is the game we signed up for.
yeah, apparently.
You guys having fun?
Malin just continues to walk out, like holding hands up, being like, all right.
Bye, dude.
As he's walking
No
out,
harm, no
like
foul.
Ruff just points at him and goes, "Murder."
Is this a recommendation or a warning?
Balmor's behind her, like, both. It's both.
Thanks. Just leaves.
Right.
Unsure how to do
Okay.
that.
See you back at the party, bud.
Oh. No, we're gonna go home.
Okay. Wow.
He also gained 11 hit points from the cure wounds I did before he was finished being untied.
So, do you
Talia
make
shakes
a
his
point?
head.
Do you make a point of torturing all the people you don't like?
For the people who do evil in the world, yeah.
The ones
He
that he
seems
thought
to
were
think you-
committing human sacrifice, I guess.
He thinks that was you.
Well, then he should have taken it upon himself to get some answers before he decided to start some shit won't be no shit, as they say.
As
Was
they
he
say.
the one who started the shit?
As they say.
You see that you guys are an influence on Phelan. They have never sworn as much before being in this party.
Talia's very
A
proud.
positive
Very
influence on your
scared,
life.
but very proud.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mal?
I'm glad I could be a positive influence on your life.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that.
Someone has to.
All
I
right.
have
Like-
to tell myself stories to make me feel better. That's what I kind of get.
So,
Right.
As long as you live in your own little world.
Yep, we are all heroes in our own minds, aren't we?
Well, it
So
sounds like
I'd
that
like-
was specifically engineered to make you guys hate each other for probably cult reasons.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
Which is- I
see
can
what they're
accept a
actually
very
doing?
rational explanation. I'm not sitting here being going off the deep end.
Well,
Kellyot had a very rational. Kellyot had a very rational explanation for the situation. So I healed him up, and we sent him out, and let him get his little revenge shot. And if he ever decides to go ahead and turn and show that that was all a lie, then there's always
We'll kill
option
him.
B.
And what's option?
I don't.
B?
I mean, I won't kill him, but one of you could do that.
we're not going to kill the guy who kills people? If he turns out to be the
No,
guy
I
who
turn
kills
him into
people?
the authorities.
But you just went vigilante.
I was getting the answers out of him, and then I was going to turn him into the authorities.
I got all dressed up for this stupid party, and all I ended up with was a torture scene.
Listen, we're going
That
back to
wasn't
that
even
party.
involved.
Hey,
Ugh.
Kelly's gonna put his hands on Phelan's shoulders and be like, Phelan, listen to me. If I left every party after weirdly ending up tied up in a basement, it's happened before, it'll happen again.
I'm sorry, hang on, I have so many questions.
Where
I
the
have
hell
so
did that
many
come
questions
from?
for you.
I
What
also
is it?
have many questions.
Oh,
And I
wait,
can
are
answer
you wearing
all
a
of them.
dress during?
That's a personal question. And I can answer on the way back to the party. The answer is probably
I would like
yes.
for Ruff to...
We go very quiet.
Yeah, yeah, we stopped at the same
Check,
time, and I was
go.
like, I'm just gonna... Okay, got you. I would like for Ruff and Balmore to approach Malketh together. As this happens, you see Balmore look up at Ruff and like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And she just like grips the back of his neck and just like nods, like, all right, I'll just say whatever you show me. So she starts signing, and as she's signing, Balmore is going to start telling you everything that Ruff knows about what happened. So he'll spark notes it because she'll go into great detail and it'll be a long time. So he basically like looks up at her and he's like, okay, so she found the child. While finding the child, she played games with him. Okay, so she walked him around, like calling his name and stuff, and then brought him to the mom. And apparently she had a deck of cards that she wanted the mom to pull from as like a thank you or like a farewell card. And the child pulled the card and disappeared. From what I remember, we don't know where the kid is. They apparently the mom started yelling at Ruff, and as they were yelling at Ruff, everyone else showed up, and then the mom jumped off the cliff. That's what she remembers. That's the full story. Leaving out some details.
So are we going back to the party? And it got very quiet.
Listen, if we miss this party after Aranea made so much work to make it happen, we're all going to end up as coats. So we have to go back to the party. And she scares me more than you do. And also more than you do.
Admittedly, I think that I would look very nice as a coat, but that's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Did you guys manage? Is everything cool between you two? I'm a bit confused now. There's a lot that just happened.
I mean, I feel like Balmore explained the situation. I didn't detect any level of subterfuge based on what they said, so just kind of like hold my fist out.
Balmore is just gonna like turn and walk up the stairs and be like, Ruff, that's on you. And then Ruff's just gonna like walk over and grab the fist and shake it.
Oh, good.
I love Ruff so much. I love Ruff so fucking much.
Like, cool. And then like, all right, and then walk up the stairs.
Okay, I guess we're heading back to the party.
It's up to y'all. Is everyone going back to the party for the evening?
We are going
Hell
back
yeah.
to the party.
Okay.
I want to see
I
this.
think so.
I want to see them fight some more.
Fight.
All right. Then we are going to pop off to break, take a few minutes, and then we'll be back for whatever else this evening holds.
Wait, I have to go find my dad.
Wait, you can find your dad, my dude!
I feel like halfway as they get back, I feel like halfway back to the party, Kelly's like, "Wait, my dad!"
And that's where we're going to go and break.
Oh, no,
see you in a few minutes, guys. And we're back once again with our brave adventurers handing out toys. I don't know why I'm doing this voice, but that's fine.
The unhinged has
Unless
caught up to you. Will our heroes make it out safely?
Thank you. It was Legend of Korra where that was going.
Tune in next time.
All right, you guys begin heading back towards the party, and then suddenly,
Oh my god, my dad.
What about your dad? What about your dad?
Apparently he was gonna come visit me, and then no one has seen him since. So I'm gonna go look to see, check.
Do you need like some help?
I mean, no, I don't. I mean, if you want to, I mean, no.
Ruff's just gonna look at you and pat you on the shoulder and nod. like I think Ruff wants to help you. You just need to give Ruff a word that your dad would know in your voice.
Dad.
Works. And then Ruff looks at you and goes, and then taps Dad in your voice.
Like, okay, gonna call out for my works. Dad.
I feel like
I swear it wasn't me. Rough. Calissa did it.
Okay. You just see Balmore like. Okay.
Probably not
yeah.
to worry about it all.
But yeah, I'm sure it'll be a quick thing. I'll just like go and it'll be like, hey, and I'll be like, and then I'll just point him somewhere else, and then I'll go back to the party and we'll have a great time.
Kellyot, can you translate that for me, please? Because I don't really know what A and O mean.
I mean, it's just like, you know, when you haven't seen your dad in a long time, and your dad's like, son, and you're like, dad, and then you think about what you're going to say to each other, and you decide not to say anything at all, and then you just say, hey, your daughter's looking for you, please go find her at the party, and then you go away.
Gotcha.
More confused than when I started.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't talk to my dad, okay? I'm a monastery kid. What do you think I have a good relationship with my father? No.
I don't have a dad, so I don't know what that's like.
Me neither. Twinsies.
No, I have two moms.
Oh, I don't have a good relationship with her either.
Oh,
cool. Ruff is just kind of like
twinsies.
Adoption, Ruff. Adoption.
And Balmore's like, we don't have parents, so.
Oh.
That's perfectly fine. It's not a sad thing. I mean, obviously we turned out well. Let's go find your dad.
Let's go find my dad.
see how that goes. So you just see Ruff running off, going, is it Kalisa? Kalisa did it. Kalisa did it. Kalisa? All right. Kalisa did it. Kalisa did it. And just running down the street.
You see, as Ruff runs away, you see the look of worry on Kellyat's face, and also like the embarrassment of having to talk about his family issues in front of a bunch of people that he met not that long ago. Sort of melt away into oh, this is going to go so fucking great. But yeah, gonna go off and start investigating, asking around.
Sure. Excited for you. The strategy, nothing like it.
Listen, like they said he wasn't at the monastery. Like maybe checking like between the house and the monastery to see like if he got like intercepted on the way or if he got distracted. I don't know if my dad has like getting older now. I don't know.
Y'all are elves. But yeah, fair enough. Who is going to help with Kellyot's thing? Isn't everyone going on that? Are people
I
going
guess
to
we're all
party?
doing this.
Yeah,
I
I
It
think
is
so.
okay.
Y'all can, yeah,
I'm
the
not
three of
gonna
you can go to a party. We have 3 looking for him.
Nim, it would make me so proud if all you wanted to do was go to this party, because that would be so much like growth in like the work we've done together. If you want to go to the party, you can go to the party. I just have to go like do some street sweeping real quick, community service before I join you at the party.
I mean, I don't want anybody else getting hurt tonight, and I can be of assistance with healing people should things happen. I don't want anybody else getting hurt.
Oh, wait, yeah, if you want to come along, that's totally fine. I'm just saying, like, I'm not forcing anyone to come look for my dad with me. Because gods above know that I already hate this so much already.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, Ruff's already gone, so like we can.
Yes, we gotta go.
just-
We gotta go. Okay, we're running.
Yeah.
We're going.
Everybody's like, "Come on, guys, if you want to come, I guess."
all right,
I don't know.
I'm running.
Group search party. Let's do it.
All right. What methods are you guys using for tracking? Like, where are you guys going? What are you doing? Obviously, Kelly narrowed the search a bit. Was like, hey, between my house and my work, somewhere in there. is
My
a
old
solid
house and
guesstimate.
my new house.
Also that.
Balmore and Ruff are just hitting up rooftops and like leaning over and doing like saying the phrases you had mentioned. Literally all of them.
Calissa did it. Calissa did it.
Melissa did it.
Calissa did it. Dad, Calissa did it.
Rumors will slowly start spreading about Calissa.
All the things that Calissa did.
That's just
And
gonna be a
Kelly
thing.
will- Yes. Perfect.
I mean, Ranger gonna Ranger. Is there a way I can try to track him?
Yep. 3 checks. You guys can either all individually do them, or if people help other people with help actions. Someone give me a perception. Someone give me investigation. Someone give me survival. What's up, Malcolm?
I got you on survival because I'm proficient in that.
That was the one
Yeah.
I was gonna volunteer for, but please go for it.
Yeah,
I can give you the
yeah.
help action on that.
I got a +8 to perception, so I'm taking perception.
That's
I'll
another
take-
nat 20, my guy. +5.
Oh man.
All right, so we got a nat 20 survival check. We have a perception check,
I'll take investigation expert to that.
21, and a investigation.
That is a 26.
Cool. All excellent rolls. So, I have a crew of people that are actually fairly good at this, and combining their skill sets works out pretty well in your favor.
Hell yeah. You know, Kelly, it's like, Dad!
Yelling Dad. In the end, that's how you find them. You know, someone just walks in and was like, "Oh, here," and no one got to use their skills. None of that mattered. No, it takes a bit, and retracing that area, knowing that you're like, okay, from here to here is somewhere where something happened. From Arkin Keep, where basically the rich hoity-toity people live, and you're able to go into it, so you're able to get like not at your house probably, but near your house, and between people's various skill sets, you're able to find that his path did lead straight to the monastery, so he did eventually go right there.
You're saying there's another cult.
It's not a cult.
I mean, the
There's a
monastery could
difference.
technically be a cult.
Not everything is a cult. Not everything is a cult.
Most gatherings of people with a specific viewpoint is technically a cult. So
That's
it's
not the lesson I learned from this previous interaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna let
Not
these
a cult, you guys.
3 rolls just ride for your information gathering. So first leg of the journey, you get back to your monastery, and you are able to find your master. His name Aradin, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. The name.
Master Storo?
Storo, no, Aradin's the other guy. Yep. So Storo is there. And as you come in with your friends, I assume they are more than welcome. Obviously, they've been here before, especially during the whole city incident. You find Master Storo is currently just kind of sweeping up like small man, big broom, just slowly going around and moving some stuff. And as you guys come in with a rush, he just looks between all of you. Welcome, of course. Is there a specific... I'm surprised you're
sure
not
my
partying.
dad didn't show up here.
I didn't run into your father. Have you actually gone back to your room at all? Since I know you come here sometimes, but have you gone into your actual living space?
Why would he? I don't keep my dad in my living space. I go and I run and I check my living space.
Yeah. Eventually, you're able to make it into your room, and with your friends nosing about using their various skill sets, you are able to find a note that was tucked under your pillow from your dad.
Dad, what does it say?
It's fairly long. There are parts that are scratched out. It seems like he didn't care about getting a new piece of paper though, so it's just like a lot of notes and then like side writing when he's like, no, not this, meant these words. It's a really bad essay on its second draft, and it reads kind of like an apology. It's more of, we haven't seen you in a while. The fireworks, great. The city, having gone through what it went through, we would love to have you over in a more casual manner, if that fits you better. But when the city started exploding, I began looking for you because you were the only one who wasn't home. And I was worried. And I know you're alive. I would just like to make sure that you are also well. But I'm also taking a small sabbatical as well. Inspired a bit by you. So I will be leaving the city for a short while. Hopefully, when I come back, we can both find some time to be at home together. Love, you're very charming, where you get all of your good looks, Father.
Okay. Midlife crisis, Dad. Oh my god, Calissa's gonna kill me.
I feel like I'm awkwardly hovering by the door, like not wanting to disturb you in this moment, looking at the others like, so he's not here, but is he okay?
I don't know. Apparently, he went on sabbatical outside of the city.
Oh.
Inspired by me to go do stupid shit, apparently.
Well, you can at least show your sister the letter.
Oh, I'm not showing her this letter. Because she'll burn me alive.
It's either that or you're...
Oh, I heard burn it alive. I got very interested there for a moment.
No, Mal, we're not burning anyone alive.
Why are you like this?
Zoned in.
I'm not saying I like it. I just heard the words and I was paying much closer attention.
Right, we now know Mal's priorities.
Another thing you all know is that while the city is not in an isolationist era or anything, people are still coming in from the outside mouth, the outside cave. People are having a very hard time traveling deeper in the caves. They have cut off transport and trade into farther regions of the Underdark.
Oh, so he would have been up and out?
That's one way you can definitely assume it. But if you tried going in deeper, there definitely wouldn't be an easy way to do it. either. Like
Yeah.
the only way people have been getting goods from the farther in on the Underdark or transporting people out is more illegal means.
Okay. So Dad's on a beach somewhere. A little bit jelly. Sorry to take up time, guys. I guess
No.
it's he's gonna fold up. Like he goes to as if he's gonna like crumple it up, but then he like folds it up and sticks it in his pocket. He's like, do any of you guys have the sending spell? I really should learn the sending spell at some point or get like.
I have a little bit of magic, but it's not really my strong suit. I mean, I can do this, and for the first time, I'm going to use Disguise Self, and I'm going to turn into Kellyot, and then I'm going to turn back.
Hey, nice.
Found out I could do that. Kind of cool.
Whoa.
This is kind of cool.
Very cool.
Also, very useful to not getting in trouble. I need to go tell my sister that Dad has left the city.
Do you need some backup?
No.
You said you were scared of me. Maybe she'd be scared of me. And
She's
does like
not
the
gonna be scared.
cheesiest, not scared of me possibly at all smile.
She's not gonna be scared of you. She's gonna kick my ass. I'm gonna kick.
It's not your fault your dad left the city.
It's kind of
Where's
my
it your
fault
fault?
my dad left the city.
What?
He said in his letter that he did it because he was inspired by me. It's oh god.
What's the worst he could do?
Worst he could do? I mean, like, as long as he went topside, everything hopefully should be fine. Worst thing that could happen to me after Calissa finds out about this is I die.
But why would she? I mean, I understand. Trust me, you know this. I understand sibling beef as much as anybody else. Like, why would she like outright kill you?
I mean, I don't know if she'd ever kill me. She'll definitely make me wish I was dead several points throughout whatever thrashing she gives me. Yeah. There's a reason we don't talk anymore. I don't know why he keeps reaching out. You know what? We're gonna rip it off like a bandage. It'll be fine. Let's go tell her that Dad has left the country. Was on the lam, on sabbatical, and didn't tell his wife or his heir where he was going. Instead, he's like walking off now, and it's just like having a mental breakdown.
Okay, who wants to take this one? I found I was not helpful.
Okay. Well, you know, sometimes if you tell bad news to your sibling, from my experience, you're right. Absolute worst thing they could do is kill you. However, I feel like in this case, worst thing that she could do is probably just beat you up. And
yeah,
you know
that's
what?
what's gonna happen.
I can put you back together. We all can put you back together a little bit.
Thanks, Nim. I should go get this over with. I gotta go find her because I think she's out looking for Dad also.
We can say between the 3 different roles that your friends did that were all
we know where
good,
she's at.
You can find
Okay.
her pretty quickly. If that's a thing
Okay.
that you're doing tonight, yeah.
Yeah, if it's okay with you guys, we're gonna go find Calissa and let her know that so that she's not wandering the city in the middle of the night looking for Dad. Ugh.
Well, I mean, if the options are her wander the city for the rest of the night and kill you, I mean, would that be the worst?
Yeah, I guess. You know what? I will bring that up to her when I tell her this. And she will probably kick me in the nuts, so we can also be twinsies.
Mine are still in, like, the back of my throat. It's not the greatest feeling.
Ouch. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, go off and find Calissa so I can free her from her duty.
Free her from her duty.
Halfway through, he's like, "What if I just didn't tell her and just let her look for him for like?"
Are you just
That's kind of what I was
Phelan
waiting for. I was like waiting for the just like maybe I just don't.
You see Phelan kind of just goes gently, turns Kelly on.
It's like, no, we're gonna tell her.
We got your back.
Yeah, no, because you're so right. Because if I don't tell her, my ass kicking will be worse later. So I just have to.
Yep.
better
Yeah,
ass
don't put
kicking
it off.
now.
Get the light ass kicking now, not the worst one later.
Do your
You're
community
so
service
right.
now.
It is always way worse later. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's just the characters that have really bad sibling
Correct.
relationship issues.
Oh no, I have a great sibling relationship. We're great.
'Cause everyone's like, yeah,
One of
you don't
them,
want to get your ass beat by
yes.
your sibling. I'm just like,
one of them, great relationship. The other one, we'll just put him over here. It's fine.
anyway.
you guys are. I'm gonna say honestly, it's probably they just yelling Calissa did it. It makes it tracking her down so much easier. It's just
I did what?
literally as you guys are going around still doing the search thing, but this time more for Calissa. One of like between two buildings, there's just a fence that just gets knocked down, and you just watch also a very buff femme version of Kellyot walk through and be like, "What
Hi.
did I do? Why are you?"
What do you mean? What are you gonna do?
Someone's yelling out that Calissa did it, and I'd like to know what I did.
Ruff just runs by. Calissa did it.
Who's that?
I was trying to use phrases that Dad would recognize to get him to come out.
I'm gonna.
Like
This
for the
is a
first
good
time,
start.
you guys actively see Kelly out like not like cowering, but close to cowering.
Guidance.
He's like,
Guidance! Yay!
good news. Dad left of his own volition. He said that he went on sabbatical, and he will be back.
Be back when?
I quick check the note. It doesn't say.
She sees you check a note. It's like, hi, that?
I don't know.
What, did he leave a note? Did he leave a note?
Yes.
Produce flame.
Oh my god!
No.
What?
I
Mouse-
produce flame and just slowly start holding it in the space between the two sisters. I mean, between the brother and the sister.
No.
Is this a referee? What is going on tonight?
Balmore just slides in. She's beautiful.
Do we want to go to the wielder tourneys? Like, what is going on here?
Genuinely, I have no idea what's happening.
All right, listen. So, just read the note. Just read the note and then kick my ass.
Takes the note and begins reading it. Like halfway through the note, like the expression gets worse. Like every line of that, expression gets worse. Eventually, the face just looks at you and then looks back at the paper. And just keeps going.
I like how there's this idea of Kellyot standing there with a freaking entourage, just like, what?
Scared
And he's just like,
who just
please don't hurt me.
Yeah, Topert's just there, like not even like phased, just being like looks over the shoulder. at the letter as well.
October.
Then looks back at you guys, gives a wave, and then looks at you, Kelia, and be like,
I waved at October.
Close eventually gets to the end and it's just like this. It's just like, I have a headache.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Do you know where he went? Or is this
No.
literally what we got?
That's literally all we got.
Okay. Holds the letter back out for you. It was yours, so you can keep it.
Thanks.
I'll see you around. I'm gonna go enjoy the party. And just starts walking away.
Oh. She didn't kick your ass.
Wait.
That's a
wait,
good thing.
Wait.
That
Wait.
feels worse.
Balmore, what is it? You just keep hearing, wait.
Can you introduce us?
Balmore.
With respect.
Hold on.
Balmore, are you asking, like, why do you want to meet her? What?
I think it's because he's trying to fuck.
Yeah, well, I
What?
mean, it's not fair. You two, you guys have
What
your
are you-
sparks.
What sparks?
And
Is this because I'm a fire ganassi? That feels a little racist.
well, I mean, yes. So like,
Hey, I knew it. I could feel it. I felt it in the way you said it.
I felt it in the way. Okay.
you can't feel anything.
Listen, if we go
Balmore
back to
is
the
down
party,
to feathers.
sure, I'll introduce you to my sister, but if she breaks you or your heart, that is not my problem, dude, and I also don't want to hear about it.
Or your dick, for that matter. I mean, it's
Or
just
that.
it's on
Or
the
that.
table at some point, I'm sure.
all you see from Ruff is just going.
Malkith teaches her about the birds and the
Please just write down. It's on the table. just write that down, please.
What's on the table?
Rough, we'll remember this.
What's on the table?
It's there. You
I'm
guys have-
so
Anything if you put your mind to it.
What are
This-
you talking about?
this
What do you mean,
alone.
what is he talking about?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
But yeah,
Let me
if you wouldn't
explain
mind
to you some
introducing me,
things. As we go back to the party, and I'll introduce you to her there.
What are you doing?
No.
The diagram.
If one of you has the rumor that Phelan's never been in a relationship, that rumor is correct.
I never would have guessed.
No,
Oh,
shocked
no.
truly about this clueless star elf.
All right, let's go back to the party. We'll give Calissa like 20 minutes to like chill out, and then I will introduce you to her.
Then you make your move. You dive in like an eagle or a kinku or
No.
however the diving happens.
oh, because I'm a
No.
bird, you just think we all
Right, I
dive in.
assume all the bird things are true.
Right. No, that makes sense. That's a smoking reference you did.
Thank you. I appreciate the puns. I feel like this is going to be a witty banter between the two of us for a long time.
Yeah, I hope so.
Kellyot, I think as we walk, I sat up to Kellyot and I go, why does Balmore keep talking about sparks?
Oh, it's because you and Malkith like are into each other.
What?
You didn't notice? You didn't know that? I mean, everyone else.
I'm almost-
I want you to be. Oh, Phelan, my beautiful summer child.
Yeah, I
My
think
sweet,
Phelan
sweet summer
looks
child.
at you, looks at Malkith and goes, no, he's not, and walks ahead of you.
She's in denial.
She's in. It's the first stage. It's the first stage.
I
Gotta
would-
let it happen.
Ruff's just gonna walk up next to you and like lean her head on yours, Phelan, and just whisper in Mel's voice, "You and Malketh are into each other."
At this point, Phelan is pissed because she thinks she's getting mocked. Because this is just every time she thinks people. It used to be that thing where they were teased as a child, where it'd be like so and so's into you, and they wouldn't be, and it would be embarrassing, and it's why So like a lot of times because they were like the awkward fat kid. I'm totally not self-inserting. Don't know what you're talking about. But very much like Phelan does not believe that he is, does not think that he is, and thinks all of you are rubbing salt in the wound. And is just like, please stop, and walks ahead.
Oh yeah, Ruff is just gonna like do like a little squawk and take some steps back and give a nod, like in respect of like, I understand.
Right, yeah, and she appreciates that. They appreciate that. Phelan knows that Ruff is on the level, but like Phelan feels personally like she's getting mocked right now. Like there's no way.
That's all Ruff can do is mock.
Except for Ruff. Ruff's the only one who can get away with it.
Yeah, Ruff's just gonna back off and be like, okay, and then look back at Melketh and point to Phelan and just like keep pointing.
I don't understand the point. I need just use a word. Yes, no. I'm gonna just start saying random words. You tell me when something kind of clicks for you.
Oh no.
Yes. No, apples. The sky is blue. What I don't. What do you?
The sky's not blue. What?
Is the sky not blue? I thought the sky was blue.
Ruff's gonna point directly between you two and like look mad and open her mouth and the loudest she's ever done. Start doing the fireworks sound.
Oh.
Explosions? What? I don't know what you're trying to.
Hey, bud, go dance with Phelan at the party.
We're still walking, aren't we?
Go dance now. Dance at the party. It doesn't matter. We could do some music for you if you'd like. We could do it now. We have it. We have the voices for it. We can mimic the music that's at the party if you'd like.
It's a session 5!
Random drunk passerby is just like, get out of the street, you guys. God, why do we have to hear all this shit? I just want to go dance.
Phelan's literally power walking back to the party. So
Ruff's gonna look at the drunk person and yell, kick him in the nuts.
Phelan's like so far ahead now.
All right.
Yeah, let's catch up.
Well, you guys get back to the palace, into the Heartloom during all of the wonderful events going on. There's dancing, there's food, there's desserts, there's drama all over the place. There's just random teenagers making out behind the palace. It's all still going on all over the place. Everyone's having a good night-ish. When you come back to the party, Elaine and V are dancing on the dance floor. Alex is up top, like at the end of the Pride Rock-esque outlet. Kind of just looking down and watching people now, but she looks way more relaxed than before. Thom is somewhere doing a thing. I can only pretend to be in the mind of a 13-year-old so much.
Wait, also at this point, Thom's probably
I thought Thom was 7.
Dead.
She randomly said that. She was 13 in the first session. Like, still not, like, good for the thing she saw. But, like,
No.
Yeah, Phelan's gonna take that same place back up, kind of like on the staircase where they can look over the dance floor. Having power walked probably about 3 blocks ahead of the group.
Balmore and Ruff are just gonna hit the dance floor.
Yeah.
Yep. Do the dirty chicken. You know what
I'm saying? Calyat will pass his special blend around for anyone that wants some, and is going to start being a problem.
Oh, Ruff is
classic.
Ruff's gonna immediately follow you, as she always will. This is bad.
Name's awkward dancing.
Like one of the 12 variants for like the peanuts dances.
Yep.
Like,
okay. Oh my god.
Appreciate that all of us are at the right age to at least understand what that means.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sorry.
You don't know what we're talking about. She's too young for you, bro.
I mean,
Yes.
probably. But anyways, let's continue. Kelly, yeah.
Oh, as I say, Kelly is going to town on all of the food. Also,
It is a wonderful selection of stuff that is down here, some of it. There's nothing imported from deeper Underdark, so a lot of the imported exotic dishes come from places up top, which is a really fun experience because you probably, unless your family like had a very particular like taste for that and really wanted it, even then you probably weren't getting it a lot. So you get to try some fun, unique dishes. Some of them have like, there's like berry blends of like smoothies that like make weird things happen to you for a few moments. Like your arms turn to like extended jelly for a couple seconds, or like you levitate for half a second and then fall back down. There's a lot of weird things that you can try from up top. The food's also pretty good too. There's like dino nuggies that are made from actual dinosaur dragon creatures, so that's like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Dino nuggies.
Childhood staple.
mm-hmm. Adulthood
That-
staple also.
that
Yeah.
was brought in specifically for Thom.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I feel like at a certain point, like you look over at Kellyot and he's eaten like 50 of the things that like make your body do weird things, and his arms are just like jello, and he's like,
Having the time of his life.
Awful.
Nice.
Yeah, awful.
It's a jelly catcher dance.
Here's a weird question, and I'm gonna laugh if everyone says it's the person who isn't here. Who do you think has been the most forward presenting as the leader of this group so far? Not that there is a
The
defined
person
leader.
who isn't here.
the person who isn't here.
The person who isn't
Clearly.
here.
I mean, clearly.
Mom is not here.
It's
she left
Mama
us at the
Nea.
grocery store. She left us at the
Mama
fucking
Nea
grocery
took us to a
counter
toy
go
store,
get apples. And we're stuck
Left
here.
us
Okay?
there. Zella!
Yeah, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Tight. Cool.
Oh my god. Zella just said in the
No,
chat,
no,
Mom
no.
is tucking in her IRL kids right now.
I mean, I get that. That's so fair. All right. So most people are on the dance floor, or at least 3/4, I guess, how you do the math. What else are people up to? If there is any debauchery or craziness you wish to get up to, let me know, because there are things you could do.
What kind of debauchery is there to be had? I would love to know.
Yeah.
Of course, you're interested.
Describe the debauchery for me, Vincent.
We are an 18+ stream. No,
Anyway,
I had no intent upon debauchery, but if there's debauchery to be had,
of course.
Instantly, Balmore. Hey, you said you'd introduce him to your sister, right?
Oh, yeah.
I also forgot about that. So yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
listen, if you want to make things even more awkward for Phelan and Malkith, you can. You're welcome to. Phelan's just not going to do
we're
it.
playing the long game.
Listen, if we're going to play
Yeah,
a long game, we're also not going to touch that for
I'm
a
gonna
second.
wedge some
Yes.
shit in between that. Don't worry.
Please do. It's session 5.
I know. Yeah. So
We're trying to maintain a slow burn.
Are
They
we?
outright say
are
it.
we?
There's not a
Oh,
slow
this is-
burn.
this is not a
Idiot.
slow burn. I'm
This feels like
sorry.
more Fire Ganassi racism talking about the slow burn. Jeez.
Doing a sibling intro over here.
Yeah. So Kellyat arms spaghetti will go bring Balmor over to Kalissa and be like, "Hey, have you met my friend Balmor yet? He's a real cool guy."
Just okay. Hi. My name is Valmore. I was helping Kellyot find your father. I wanted to apologize for the phrases that were given to us to help find him.
besides the spot on the upper part of the tower where all of the palace, where there's all of the dessert, underneath the palace there are sides that open up where in the kind of like a central area that's kind of cut off for like basically I can't remember the word for porch, which is like the worst thing, but an outer area where that's close.
Balcony?
That's closer to what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go with Miranda. There is an area that is mainly set up for drinks, and her first move when getting here was to get in line for alcohol. She felt she needed it. So she's in line. Tobert is like 20 feet away at just like a charcuterie board, just being like, ooh, and just grabbing a couple things. But yeah, Calissa churns and like almost instantly clocks Kelly out upon approach, but calms down for the moment for the intro, and it's like, oh, okay. We're not having an intro. Okay, we're good. Turns towards Malmore.
In fact, the moment that it happens, he melts into the crowd and disappears.
Incredible.
With one of the drinks just becomes actual like water.
Invisible.
That's fair.
Was it you? I thought it was your sibling.
My sister. I didn't use that specific phrase, but she did. She's kind of a chaos seeker. Much like your brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, got that immediately after you said those words. Yes, I can see that and understand that. I appreciate the apology. I don't apologize for what I potentially do to my brother in front of you guys. That is a thing you will just kind of have to see. But I'm trying to be restrained tonight, trying to be in a good mood. It's been a testy day, but hopefully your adventures are going well. Are you just in city people, out city people, going in further, out further? What are you guys all about? Gesturing specifically to like you and wherever Ruff maybe.
Ruff is looking for Kelly out the whole time. She wants drinks.
The moment
partying.
The one good thing Kellyat does for you is that he takes Ruff and he goes like to the dance floor to keep her occupied so you can have this interaction.
Yes, because she has so many Kellyat phrases. So it's good. But yeah. We're outside people that came here, and I guess now we're just staying with the city to help. I would like to say that I kind of feel bad for your brother. He worked really hard to find your dad.
Why do you feel bad for him?
Oh, because he almost got beat up for it. It was fair, though. It was definitely fair. But, you know.
Roll me a persuasion or intimidation check.
The plus
zeros intimidate.
On both
that's
of those.
the way to go.
Persuasion is a... You're going to love this. You're going to love this video. That one.
It's a nat 20!
Let's go!
Cool. With a nat 20, there seems to be there is like a reactionary response about to be thrown out when you say that. Like you said, like he was working really hard, and she was gonna be like, "Well, he's never worked hard in his life, so I doubt." Like there's just like that was about to get thrown out in a second. But you like say the whole thing and like give her a moment's pause of like he was really trying to find his dad. And for a moment, there's a pause. And she looks back out to wherever the fuck Kellyot is, trying to do something with
dancing with, I think, Ruff on the dance floor, I think is what we established.
Yeah, they're doing like acrobatic tricks on the dance floor.
Love that.
and maybe falling over while doing them because they're both probably hammered at this point. But that's fine.
And she just kind of stares for a couple moments. Yeah, everyone gets drunk here. It's fine. Everyone's old enough. Everyone who's drunk is old enough to be drunk. We're just throwing that out there.
No underage drinking here.
Yeah, none at all. And Kalissa just kind of looks back at you and... How has he been? And you get the sense from when she asked that hasn't been a question on her mind or something that she's actually asked in a really long time.
I would say living his best life is the best way to put that. Seems to enjoy every moment and not take anything for granted.
Were you here during the whole double-headed dragon situation?
We were a bit frontlined on that, seeing as we decided to fight it.
That's a brave thing to do. It's the word. It takes a moment.
The right word
definitely
was
what she was going to say.
Yeah.
the right word was dumb for me, but yeah, it worked. We tried our best.
Well, most of the city's still here, so I don't necessarily think you guys did too bad. Do you drink? Do you want to drink? I'm actually getting close to the front. Thank all the gods.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, we can. Would you like to get a drink together?
Sure. I'm gonna have a very quick 3-shot round, and then I will get an actual beverage to enjoy.
Damn, Kalissa!
Kalissa!
Maybe Kalissa did.
Get it?
She's had a long day.
I will say at this moment, Kellyot, you feel if I can stealth, I want to stealth and take your flask just out of your hand.
I have a flask.
He 100% knows you're there. Lets it happen.
Yeah, I will say
Just
currently
grab-
Nim has Kellyot's flask.
Okay, fine. I'll sneak up on
you
Nim.
gave me one. You gave me one.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
a flask, not the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Because
just me flask.
Just pass.
I have brewer supplies, so I can actually make it as much as I want of it now and give it to whoever I
Yeah,
want.
100%. Phelan's like, you know what? I'm not going to stand up here anymore. This is stupid. They come downstairs and they're going to just sneak up, grab the flask, and down a big portion of it.
Excellent.
Oh.
Eventually, I feel like he has a fanny pack, and it has a bunch of mini flasks that are color coded and labeled for each of you that he can just unzip off his waist whenever you feel like it.
Oh, not that one. No, don't drink that one.
That's the
And-
same.
Shot situations. What's about more
Yes.
drink? Out of curiosity. Going up to grab a beverage.
I'm trying to think of what would be a good what are the options?
Oof. There are ciders, ales, wines, mixed drinks. The mixed drinks, some of them are using the fruits that were used in the smoothies, so some of the mixed drinks do weird things. Most of the other drinks are usually from just fairly far off places. Some of them are actually from the local farming area, and that's where a lot of the ciders and the ales are from. But wine specifically, and then ingredients for the mixed drinks usually come out from outside sources. So you find there's a couple wines and a Chardonnay that's from specifically a mountaintop city, one that you guys actually know of, Avali, which is an area that I believe is where you grew up either near, or at least some of your group was from. There's also beverages, which are the weird mixed drinks that come from a place called Morphe's Magical Mile, which is a location all about amusement and fun, and they make specifically mixed drinks with very magical properties added in. But then there's also locally brewed stuff as well.
I would like to try the magically mixed in drink.
Cool. I'm gonna go find my list real quick.
Yes, putting
Roll
them
for
to work.
drink.
So Faye is with Kellyot. So Nim, you're by yourself?
Oh no, I'm in with the mix of Kellyot and Phelan because I'm also
We're all
doing
dancing,
shots.
baby.
Getting shots. Wait.
I'm just gonna stick my head over the shoulder to the inside the group area, be like, "So, you think You think Balmor might be a lovebird? Because I think he's really chirping away at her heart. Got him.
I think as you say that, Phelan goes, ugh. Wow.
Nim chuckles.
What?
to
I gave
herself
it
a
my
bit.
best squawk.
You-
Ruff is just gonna lean over and look at you and give you a thumbs up. And it's like, yes. And then do like a little fireball sound. Just like, God.
you see that Phelan, who is fairly tipsy at this point, looks at you and goes, great puns. You're going to quack us up.
I thought that's a good one.
I'm just gonna assume
Oh,
everyone's,
you're really cooing up a storm over there.
everyone's drunk at this point.
Really happy Balmor is not there.
Balmor. Your drink options are, and I'm just going to name fruits, and you can decide which one you want. There's a blueberry, an orange, grape, watermelon, apple, kiwi. Don't choose kiwi. Banana, lemon
That's a
lime,
bird.
strawberry.
Choose kiwi!
Don't
Do
do it. You'll be very disappointed
Don't-
if you choose it.
Don't do it. Don't do
Look,
it.
Do it.
the number one thing I'm learning from you, Vinny, is that you are very honest, so I'm not going to go with the kiwi.
Thank you.
Are, you really are.
I'm not going to
No,
go
if-
because I feel like he's being really honest. Like it's going to give Balmor like ED or something. I don't need. I don't need that. So
Nobody needs that.
I'm going to go with blueberry.
Cool. Blueberry.
Solid choice.
Kiwi, by the way, gives you the mimicry ability. So I figured, why the fuck do that?
I would
Oh,
be
okay.
so-
Yeah.
Because also Kiwi's a bird.
Thank
He
you.
made it up.
Hey!
Okay. Makes
Blueberries have a light cyan glow to them, so almost like a frosty glow to it. So it's kind of like a slushy drink. And as you drink it, you are able to touch surfaces, and you watch that you kind of leave a hoarfrost against it. Like anything you touch kind of just gets that like layer of, you take a drink out that's been in the freezer out, and it just has that like light frost on the side. So any drink you hold tonight will be cool. Anyone holds your hand, it's going to be cold. And then any other things you touch, you can like draw small little things and like with like a frost and stuff on it.
That was my first thought. Just like grab her, like while she's drinking her drink, just go. That sounds great. Sounds like Malkath's gonna really hate me.
So perfect.
But yeah, I would take the drink, and like not really into a lot of cold drinks, but this is really good. How's yours?
Which one did I give her? Kellyot, same question to you. You can choose for your sister. Blueberries, orange, grapes, watermelon, apple, kiwi, banana, lemon lime twist, strawberry.
Lemon lime twist.
I
What's
feel
the
like
most
she
bitter?
might be a. Yeah, it's either. I feel like it's either orange or she's gonna go for the grape candy one.
Oh, she's a purple candy girl. Got it.
Gotcha. Let's
Yeah.
do both of these work. Orange or grape?
Grape.
Cool. She has grapes, which have a bit of like a marble swirl to it mixed into the drink. So it's like frothy with a little cream, almost like an orange, like a creamsicle type thing, but with grape. She drinks it and she immediately starts floating 2 feet in the air. She's like,
Yay!
oh shit. And just grabs onto the table and starts pulling herself. Tastes great. Didn't know it did that. That was
Really flying away with her heart, it seems.
Oh, their puns are so unpheasant.
Kellyot puts his hand on Malcolm's shoulder and is like, I can't
Yeah,
do...
Phelan and Malkin, high five!
Nailed it first try.
He's like, I need you to understand, I can't make the throw up noises anymore because I might actually throw up. Stop it.
And at that moment, Phelan has taken a lot of drinks from this, turns and looks up at Nim and goes, you want to dance?
Sure, yeah, why not? Yeah, sure.
I've never danced and you are very tall.
I sure am tall. It's been a long time since I've danced with somebody, but let's fucking go.
Let's go! And we start dancing.
Kellyot
Ruff's
puts another hand on Malcolm's shoulder and is like, we'll get you some lifts, buddy, don't worry.
Or what?
Don't worry about it.
I don't get it. It's so weird. I don't get the pun. I mean, he could fly. Why would he need lifts? The joke would be if, like, he's saying he's flying.
Wait, what?
I'm talking about Power Morse, though, right? Did I miss a conversation that I didn't realize was happening?
Ruff just puts her hands on both your shoulders and go, I have 2 moms.
I don't get
and just goes back to dancing.
You're so right, Ruff. You're so right. Just goes back to dancing.
That's the icebreaker there. All right. Who isn't dancing with somebody on the dance floor at this point? Malkith?
No, well, Ruff. Yeah, no. Ruff is dancing, so yeah, Balmore is just chilling. So.
Okay, Balmore's chilling with Kalissa. Kellyot is also just chilling.
Kellyot's dancing.
Dancing
Kellyot's
as well.
Vibing.
All right, then.
He is trying to keep an eye on the party and like what the goings on of things, as is his training, but he's having a
Phelan
good
just
time.
hands up on Nim's shoulders as high as she can, doing awkward middle school dance.
Nim kind of like lifts up.
Oh my god, you're so strong! I'm just so excited.
You're like, here you go. Now we're equal height. That's better.
Oh my god, and feet dangling.
Dang.
Ruff's just gonna look at Kellyot and point to the 3 of them and just go, make sure I got this right. Yep. It's on the table. It's just be like,
What's on the table, Rob?
It. The superfluous it. Just
Platonically, yes.
Just it on a table. As you guys begin dancing, a familiar figure to most of you approaches your group, also dancing, but obviously dancing with a purpose towards you guys. You see Leon, the half-elf from before, who was helping with the megafauna forge in the family, and looks a little surprised, being like, so you guys really were just coming to the party afterwards. Okay. This worked out interestingly.
I'm so tall now.
Sets you back down.
Aww.
I know you all seem to be busy, but I was curious if you were interested in potentially helping out that family I was helping earlier. I can get more into it, but also I could leave you alone for now, or we were just in a bit of a rush, but you all seemed like people who cared.
How much is a rush? Like, how soon is a rush?
Probably.
Also, how sober do you need us to be for this?
Yeah, other question.
I'm assuming we were aiming to leave tomorrow morning, and
okay.
I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, we can do that.
We have a no from one of them.
Mal, why are you shaking?
You're not going to be able to get up in that early in the morning. Let's call a spade here.
I bet
I
you
have
can.
zero faith. I have zero faith.
I bet
in
you can.
all of your ability to wake up in the morning.
I trance, okay? I only need 4 fucking hours.
Oh God,
that's going to be
nice.
a long trance, I feel like.
Anyway.
Also,
no, we
I
can.
do it for a living.
We can do it, right?
I mean, I can talk to you tomorrow morning, because all of you, I'm not sure any of you would be great to have. Looks down at Ruff, thinks about it for a moment, and then looks back at the other people. I don't know that any of you are someone should be trying to have a full conversation with at the moment. Maybe nope.
I'll be okay in like a few hours. Give me a few hours. I'll be fine.
Oh,
Right.
I'll get some water. Do you want some water? I'll get you some water. I'm gonna go get water.
Listen, I won't lie. I am wasted. However, I have trained my whole life. My wasted attention keeping, information keeping knowledge is very good.
Ruff's just gonna lean over to Kellyot and like look at Leon and just be like, Dad? Like saying it in Kellyot's voice.
Oh, buddy.
No, that's not my dad.
No.
Sorry, but
Do we look that much? We don't, right?
no, you don't look anything like my father. Congratulations.
I come back with water.
We all need water, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, here.
You guys enjoy the night, sober up. we're at Tabitha's, so if you...
I love Tabitha's. That's a great place.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, we can meet you at Tabitha's. What time tomorrow?
Oh, whenever you all think you can get there, he says with a wince. I'm just like looking between.
I guess we're all crashing at Tabitha's tonight.
Oh, that'd be
Probably a good
easier,
idea.
honestly.
Apparently Mal is not.
Also, haven't had a drink yet at all the whole night. I don't think.
Oh.
So.
Then I could just talk to
Would you like
okay,
one?
that's easier.
Would you like
Whatever.
You could also get a drink. Is Malkath just like avoiding it because he just had a bad experience with an old friend, or not a drinker, or which is also
just
chill?
I don't. Just there's a lot going on tonight. I
That's-
think he's just gonna I'm gonna just oversee here because the responsible parties have started getting into it, so I'm gonna just watch from the side.
Yes, which is super fun. Being like, wow, these puns were natural. Required no alcohol. This is
Yeah.
No, that was him trying to fucking be a part of the team.
It worked.
Respect.
it was great.
Phelan gave him points.
Yes, she
Good.
did.
All right, I'm
Shut the fuck up.
Great. Leon's like, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna go get the most expensive drink and then walk home.
That was not canon. That was not.
Whatever you say. He reads expressions from the ethereal figures slightly above them that are controlling all of the movements.
Wow, Leon can break the fourth wall. Amazing.
Only peer through it slightly. It's just a very slight peer through where he's like, someone just told someone else to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go.
Sense the shifting of the winds.
Yep.
Shut up.
Winds are shifting to the bar. Cool. Well, you guys are able to dance the night, pun the night away. Balmore just trying to get to know Kalissa? Is trying to go dance with Kalissa? Trying to be a pair of young teens behind the palace with Kalissa? Like, what's Balmore's goal?
I think Balmore is much like I don't know how else to put this to wait. Just yeah, you got it, Malkith, you got it. There it is. No, Balmore's mostly just trying to get to know her, but if it ends up with kissy time, then that's like
kissy
peak.
time.
Yeah.
I did not
Trying to
see.
think of kissing a beak. Just thinking about that logistically.
Welcome to
But kissing volcano mouth is perfectly fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
just gotta spit on that first.
it's
Oh,
with that Hakutua, like you can't
I was
do
about
that.
about to.
I'm gonna get the ball on the tee for you guys. And just knock
I
it out.
quit the stream.
On that note, the resignation, we're
You
going to call
killed
it the
Nim.
evening.
You killed Nim. Congratulations.
Honestly,
All right, guys.
you come over here and get this drink that I'm having, that Balmore's having. You can go back to kiss him all you want. Like you'll be perfectly fine.
Frosty lips. Anyways, yeah. Session 5. Anyways, we are going to hop off for the evening, guys. Thank you for coming along for the ride. We have more streams coming. We haven't announced some of them yet, but we're having a few one-shots getting set up for both July and August. And I think every day this month we're doing a Dark Arc. I don't know that we have
We're missing the 21st.
Every day this month, every
Yeah.
single day.
Every day.
Oh shit.
I was not prepared.
You know
for
what?
that.
That's the thing we can double check on. I actually have us down for it, but that might be an error on my part because my phone just also auto-populates. So you're going to see a decent amount of darkness. We're going to have some one-shots coming up. If you're looking to play, these one-shots will also be available for people who want to join in on our Discord. So come on and hang out. We also have a new thing in development. It's literally like we started talking about it last night, so it's like there's like no info about it yet, but I'm very excited for us when we start announcing that stuff too.
I'm so stoked.
So we're gonna see who we can toss you guys out to tonight. Does anyone have anything to plug while I look for someone to raid out to?
Crit awards end in 2 hours.
Oh shit.
So make
Vote
sure
for
you
the
get your
Crit
votes in
Awards.
for all of your favorite content creators out there.
Oh, hey.
If I'm one of them, cool. New Age Geeks. Love you guys. I don't know why I'm doing a square.
What is happening?
It's
Love
I
guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The wrong type of love, you guys.
Anyway.
My next goal is to get records up on somewhere in the Crit Awards next year. That is our goal. All right, we're gonna send you out to Winter's. Oh, does someone else have a thing to announce? Sorry.
Someone asked if there was a link to the voting for the Crit Awards.
Oh yeah, if someone wants to toss that into our chat, I'm pretty sure if you look up Crit Awards, it'll probably just direct you right there. But we'll try to get a link.
CritAwards.org is the way to their regular site.
I am on it right now. There's a Google Doc. I will put it in the chat.
Cool.
I knew there was a direct link.
We'll toss that link out.
Here we go.
Check it out. We're gonna send you guys off to Winter's Tales. They are doing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, so we highly appreciate it. Apparently they have a Thirsty Sword Lesbians campaign, so I'm actually going to probably go check that out at some point because I'm so curious. But thank you guys for coming along, and we will see you next week for another adventure. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Deuces.